Yo, what's up, duelists? Yo, what's up, duelists? I'm sure if you're here, you understand what just went down. And if not, we're gonna, sorry, I just got a message regarding this. Yes. Okay, cool. Hold up, we got, someone is reaching out. Alright. Alright, we're live. Boys, what's up? You already know what's going on. You know what's going on. Alright. You already know what's going on. Konami fucking canceled Edison format. Like, just out of nowhere. Like, a month out from an event. Which is crazy. And a lot of people have already booked their travel. A lot of people have already booked their stay. And so what this stream is we're just looking for venue space. I've got a bunch of people who are willing to make this happen, but we've already got pricing, we've already got everything. We just need venue space in the area, and we can throw an RBET that same weekend. So people don't need to like ruin their travel plans and ruin their weekend. So yeah, if anyone wants to reach out, if you guys know the area, the Indy area, and you guys know a venue that we could book out, we just need like at least 256 capacity because there's going to be a bunch of people there. This is really messed up. I mean, this is messed up on like a lot of different levels, but to spring like a big ruling change like this, like a month out from an event when people have like booked travel, gotten time off from work, is like an ultimate screw you to the players from Konami, which is really messed up. It's just really messed up. It's like they don't really care about the people who are out here actually making their game like sell cards. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is what people wanted, the Edison events. They gave us the Edison events, and now they're just getting rid of them for no reason. It's not like the people stopped wanting them. Attendance has grown every year, and it's going to grow this year as well. Can you explain what this means for people who aren't savvy to Time Wizard formats? So basically, Time Wizard formats, they use specific rulings, and they use specific card text from the time. Konami likes to do this thing where they errata their cards as time goes on. There's really no reason for them to do this, but they do it anyway. So a bunch of cards, hundreds of cards, have been errata since Edison format in 2010 and over the last 15 years. And those cards have completely different effects now. On top of that, there are different... it just completely destroys the integrity of the event. So, not the integrity, but just like, it means it's not Edison format anymore. It means it's just like some made up thing that never existed and never will exist. Like, and it's just wrong. I don't know how to like sum it up in a way that's like, imagine like you and your friends were playing a game, right? Like you and a group of like, I don't know, 20,000 of your friends. This is kind of like you and 20,000 friends get together and you guys are enjoying this game. And then someone who doesn't play the game and like doesn't do anything for the game, but like, I guess book the venues, comes in and then just says, all right, you're playing a different game now entirely. Like you're just not playing that game anymore. All of a sudden, all 20,000 of those people are going to be like, what the fuck? like you can't just tell us what to do with our game. You know what I mean? Because it no longer is the people who book the venues. You get what I'm saying? Like the same reason, like there are rulings in Edison format that I would change, but it's not up to me. It's up to the, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here? It's a community ran game, and we all agreed on these rulings, and all of a sudden they're just going to change basically everything, like flip the whole thing on its head, pulling the rug, the game. And yeah, this is whack. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for a venue in Indy so we can throw an RBET. We've already got everything else kind of put together. We can last minute everything else, but we need the venue. Hector, do you know anyone in Indy who might be able to have a venue that seats at least 256? We're looking for 256 seats in the area. Hold on, I'm answering a few messages because a bunch of people are already reaching out. Thank you so much, Zabuma. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. What about all the people who booked their trip? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to find a venue. We're trying to throw an RBET. Are we looking for vendors? I'm looking for a venue, Jackson. Obviously, vendors can be discussed after we find the venue. But we need a venue. That's the most important thing. Because that's just something we don't have right now. Or I don't have contacts with in Indy. What's up, Cyber? How you doing? Jimmy, you're talking about these new rulings. Nobody's going to play that way. Nobody's going to play this format. Like this made up, like not real format. Like, or if people do play, it's going to be like a vast minority. People don't want to play an entirely different game. Maybe they do. I don't know. But I think the majority of people are going to be like, what the fuck? Like, I have a Goyo Guardian that I want to summon, and I can't summon it anymore. And it's a month out from the event. So, like, nobody's going to show up to this event and play in it. Like, this is just not... Like, this is fucked up. Alright, we've got a bunch of people looking for venues right now. But if anyone knows anyone there who, like, has a... Is it possible to reach out to local game stores? Yeah, possibly. I don't know any of the local game stores in the area. But if you know local game stores in the area, then hook me up. Tell me which ones that we could reach out to. I'm basically just doing this live as, like, a bat signal. We're just bat signaling right now. Bat signal. We're doing this. Where is it? This, but it's like... Hold on, we gotta make a meme. This has to happen. Alright, hold up. We're doing this, but it's like... Why is Konami doing this? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. I actually don't know. Oh, fuck. Hold on. We're making a meme. Computer's having a hard time right now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. They're probably doing this for Master Rule. Who cares why they're doing it? They're just screwing over a bunch of people. That's what they're doing. They're screwing over their customers. And that's not cool. I mean, a lot of you guys are Konami customers, right? Like, you guys buy the cards. You guys bought a lot of the reprint cards. Press 1 in the chat right now if you guys have purchased one of the new booster packs or a card from one of the new booster packs that is reprinted an Edison card. Douglas Hoffman says Edison's dead. I disagree. It's not dead. It was never dead. RBET is a community-ran format, or community-ran tournament, and it's going to remain that way. Why is this shit not fucking working with me? Anyway, we're bat signaling for RBET. I was going to make a meme that has RBET in the bat signal, but yeah. Can someone tell you where all this info is? On their website, I guess. I don't know. Someone linked it in the Discord. There's a Discord link in the description below. Yeah, all of you guys have bought the cards. All of you guys, well, most of you guys. Hector, obviously. Hector's different, built different, but let's be real. This will also affect Goat, Tengu, and Hat. Yeah, I mean, yes. It kills way more than Goyo, Alexander. Like, brain control. Like, a card that is in literally every deck gets nerfed. Yeah, so we're grassrootsing this. We need to find a venue. We need to find a venue in Indy to basically just say, all right, you guys don't want to host the event, then we'll host it ourselves. But we need a venue in Indy. I can get prizing and I can get staff. But I need a venue. I got a couple people looking right now for venues. And yeah, RBT, baby. That's what's up. Maybe Indy, what? How about we ignore Konami's rules and play Edison the same way it's been played? You can get DQ'd from the tournament for doing that because they hire the judges and they book the venue. Justin Cat says, I'm not sure what the budget is for the event, but the ultimate response would have the RBT at the same convention center. Yeah, we don't have that kind of budget, but we are going to try to do one in the same city the same weekend. That's the same way that's the way we're gonna reply to this. This is fucking bullshit. All right. How does this make you feel as a consumer? Straight up, as a consumer of Konami's products over the years, and of a game that Kazuki Takahashi designed. Rest in peace, the GOAT. One of the greatest games of all time. We can all agree here safely. Yu-Gi-Oh is one of the best card games of all time. Easily one of the biggest cultural impacts of all times. How does this sort of thing make you feel? From Konami Organized Play. As a consumer. Mad, pissed? Blizzy? Oh, Blizzy's crazy. Never buying anything from Konami again. Disrespected. This is straight up bullshit. Konami is a joke. Substitute Future Fusion. That's a great way to describe it. Yes. This sucks so hard. I don't get it. Done with Konami. Gone. Man, I got so much high rarity stuff, and now this might just be a killer. Well, spoiler alert, 20,000 people aren't going to stop liking Edison format overnight, and we're not going to stop running RBETs. So your cards are still going to be fine. Battle Power 777. Obviously, Konami wants to shoot this in the foot, but we're just going to show them why they don't do this type of thing. You're never attending an official event ever again. Between this shit and pizza getting banned, I don't want to play another official event. Same. That's why we haven't been attending. You just got Asian English Frogs too. Come to RBT. RBT over Ultimate Time Wizard. That's always been the case, but now it's the only option, I guess. Never thought they would kill Retro before Speed Duel. Might need 500-person venues for RBETs. We are working on that. Fuck this system. Turn player not trying. No ignition effect priority erratas. It's a totally different game. Yeah, it's just a different game. It's like a different card game entirely. So, this is going to suck for Australia if this doesn't change. Possibly, or we can start working stuff out with the Australian venues. Maybe Keza can bang me back and fucking let me know about the venues out there, and we can throw something there. This does confirm that RBT was always great on Ultimate Time Wizard. Yeah, because we're not going to do this type of shit to you guys. And you guys can come in here in the chat and talk to me if you're upset with something, and I can work with you guys. That's the difference, is it's a community. We're a community together. If I do something at an RBET that made people this mad, then people could come in here and voice that with me, and I'd be like, all right, I apologize, we won't do it again. And it's an instant fix. Whereas this is like, they got to go through 18 different corporate offices. If they've publicly announced this, there's a chance, even if they get a huge backlash, they won't even walk this back. So we're going to try to find a venue. Looks like, trying to think. Trying to find a venue space. Alright, you knew they would do this? Yeah, it was a matter of time. What's up, good pizza? How you doing? Shout out pizza. Hashtag free pizza. Well, pizza's free now. Just like the rest of us. We're all free from this. It's not only for NAWCQ, but from NAWCQ onward. Yes, exactly, Luna. That's why we're going to have to throw RBETs and show people that this is what they want. Is RBT structure similar to how Star City Games runs their own MTG Championship Series? Similarly, yes. Similarly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander. I took a little bit of inspiration from them. Not entirely. No, you're the GOAT, Masha. The Ice Queen is the GOAT. We're doing this. We're throwing this in Indy. We got to find a venue, though. I don't care if it's a fucking warehouse, but we're going to find a venue and we're going to throw one that weekend. Alright? I need to book a flight. Holy shit. Konami banned speedrun any % simulator. Are you talking about me? I'm a ghost. They don't know about me. They don't know where I'm at. They can't find me. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't book yet, but you definitely go if you pull this off. If we pull this off, this would be a massive W for the community. Alright, I got a message. I've got a couple messages. People are looking for venues right now. My house for a venue. I don't live in Indy, but I've hosted some tournaments in my house before. I'm not above doing that. Okay, hopefully we can find a venue here. What happened? Just joined. So, to give you a little bit of an update, Konami just canceled Time Wizard format, basically, entirely. And they did it a month out from Nats, where people have already booked their travel going, anticipating a Time Wizard event. And so we're going to try to throw an RBET in the area. And we will obviously have, if this RBET goes off, we'll have side events for the other formats they were going to host as well. So whether that's Go or Redo, I don't know what other formats they're hosting. I'm not even going to read this document because it just infuriates me. But we will have side events for the formats that are affected by this. Yeah, of course. Vesperton fan, 500. You're number 500. That's pretty solid number, actually. Personally, think Edison should be played with correct rulings. There are a lot of Edison rulings that are misruled simply because a judge then said so. That's a story for a different time. Right now, basically, a bunch of people have booked flights, booked travel, and they're getting screwed because they booked for something that they're no longer getting. So we're gonna try to come through for those people right now. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. I'm sure I can find judges. I'm sure I can, like, I've already reached out to people for pricing, so we can make that happen. But you can fly out, you can stay with me. I'll figure out stay. I'm gonna have to stay with a few other people, probably staffers. This post says we can use the dueling field of the time, so no extra monster zone. I don't know what that has to do with anything. All right. Gonna be a huge RBT. Yeah, it's gonna be RHB. I don't know the fucking what is the acronym? They've taken away stuff like party. They basically just killed the format. Like just to sum it up, they killed the format. It just ruins the entire format. Most cards that are played in Edison format have been errated since then. Most cards in Edison format have been errated. So you're just playing a different game. The biggest, really big Edison tournament. Venue capacity is always a consideration, and also time, of course. Looks like a couple of people are reaching out. Neanderthal decision, holy. Yeah, this is definitely a decision made by people who couldn't harness the power of fire in order to survive as a species. Lazy company. Lazy is, I guess, the wrong word to put it, I'd say. We need you to save Edison. Dude, I have been. Nick, where have you been? I've been doing that. What? Time Wizard is still happening with newer artists. Let's be real, it's not happening. Like, okay, if you're a competitive Edison player and you're in the chat, are you going to play in this event? Press 1 if you aren't. Press 2 if you are. House of Champs, welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time chat message from you. You said if you had to speculate, this is because of recent ruling headaches. Who cares what it is? Look at all these people. All these people, competitive Edison format players. None of them are going now. All of these people are going to go to the RBET instead. What is happening? What kind of decision is this? What kind of communication is this? This is like abusive parent level communication. This is like someone telling you they're canceling Christmas. You know what I'm saying? This is literally canceling Christmas. This is the biggest Edison tournament that Konami throws all year. And they're canceling it a month out. What the fuck is that? This is so stupid. Or whatever your version of Christmas is. Worst decision Konami has ever made? It's up there. It's up there. We could probably argue that, the blood money stuff is pretty bad, but this is terrible. This is genuinely terrible. Edison isn't the only Time Wizard format. I know. That's why, Michael, we are going to be throwing side events for all of the Time Wizard formats affected by this event. Not the Goat and Hat format would really have too many people, but we will throw side events for them. Nonetheless, we'll make sure that they get attended to. You're going to drive from Detroit for this? Been looking forward to this since they announced it. Yeah, see, that's fucked up. So we're going to try to find a venue. Have you looked at Indiana Convention Center? That's a little bit out of our price range. You got to understand, I'm operating RBET on minimum wage. I want you guys to know that. I've been operating this tournament on minimum wage. We don't have a lot of investment capital here. We're operating on a lot of friends, handshakes, good deals, and putting on for the community. So I just want you guys to understand that. What happens if there's 300 or 400 people that want to sign up? Then we'll get a venue that can accommodate them. That's it. Simply put, we're going to try to do this. We're going to try to do the definition of a passion project. Yeah, it's absolutely a passion project. What's the price range? Just wondering, trying to help. I'd say the maximum is probably $2,000 to $3,000 US dollars. That's probably the maximum we could spend on a venue. Can you start a GoFundMe for the convention center? We could, but the convention center would require booking quite a significant amount of time out, Jared, and we don't have that kind of time. It's only 1 month out from the event. Thank you so much, Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander. Much appreciated. Why are they this dumb? Who knows, but we're going to make the most of it. That's what we've been doing this whole time. I mean, we threw Edison format events before Time Wizard. We threw RBET before Time Wizard, and we're going to throw it after Time Wizard. So where do you get your funding from? Usually the previous event. I usually just take whatever excess we have from the previous event and use it to book the next one, Jordan. Like, literally, that's it. Like, if anyone wants to help, like, donate to the whatever, then cheaper hotel ballrooms are how you've seen others host tournaments outside of WCQ, and yeah, max is usually 256 capacity for players in those. We could do that. We could book 2 of those, and then run back-to-back RBETs or something like that. Where's the link for these changes? On their website. Your advice says book a moon stonks through the roof. No, dude. It's going to be exactly the same. All of your cards are going to be worth exactly the same. Nobody's going to play this new fucking dog shit format. Everyone's going to play it like the way that they want to play it, which is the way we played it back in the day. Straight up. Tens of thousands of people play Edison format. Possibly even 100,000 people play Edison format. You think they're all just going to change because Konami released one stupid-ass rule? What's up, Gabriel? Hell yeah. Konami just said fuck off to retro format so they can push modern. Dude, honestly, I don't know what they're thinking or what decision this is. You'll say fuck NAS and go to your event. That's why we're trying to find venue space. Does anyone in here live in Indy? Does anyone in here live in Indy? That's what we're reaching out for right now. That's the whole point of the stream. Me too, Graham Sandwich. I hope so too. Next Ultimate Time Wizard update will also say play. Yeah, that's hilarious. Why does it give the same feeling as MTG CEDH? I don't know that, but this is a company sticking its fingers where it shouldn't be, in my opinion. MCole40 actually lives in Indy, last I knew. I don't have contacts with him, House of Champs. They saw Fairy Flamvel and they said that's the last straw. Yeah, they saw me starting to top and they're like, we can't pay this guy out. We can't pay this guy out. No competitive Edison player is going to respond to this by saying, I guess it's back to modern then. Yeah, no one is going to say that. They're just going to quit or play a different game. You went to the actual Edison as a 15-year-old kid. These rules are destroying the nostalgia aspect of it for me personally. Exactly, Andrew. There you go. That's why we're going to do some RBET stuff. You will complete stop buying sealed product. Sounds like a good idea to me. Flamvel Fairy is so good, by the way. Congrats, you love it. I'm glad you like it. That deck is a banger. That one actually came together way better than I thought it was going to, and it feels OP. Like when I'm playing it, I feel like I'm playing a different tier level deck. George says, just joined. What's the TLDR? Basically, Konami just canceled Ultimate Time Wizard. Rob the Man says, just got back from board game tonight. This is insane. Fuck Konami. Yes. Do you know anyone in Indy who might have a venue by any chance? I have a couple people reaching out to a couple different venues right now, but I figured we'd bat signal on a live stream and just try to see if we can find something. I also sent out a tweet, hoping someone has it, but we're trying to find it. And if we can get a venue, your friend says only place holding enough to host 256 is Convention Center. I think your friend might be wrong. I'll be honest. There's got to be another warehouse or something like that we can throw shit in. There's no way that there's only one venue in all of Indiana or what is it? Indianapolis? Where is it? Someone hit me with the American geography. All right, this is not my strong suit. Midwest American geography. What city are we going to? What's up, D Nasty? How you doing? This is crazy. Yeah, this is us. We're trying to find a venue so we can like just do our own thing. Is there a way to let Konami know that this is a dumb decision? Yeah, by throwing an RBET the same weekend and just mogging them. That would be the best way to do it, I think, personally, is just showing them that in the marketplace of ideas, we can compete as a community, and just tell them that we don't want to deal with their fucking bullshit anymore. You need a place with working toilets and lights? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Would any hotels with convention centers work? Maybe. I don't know. If you guys have any hotels or anywhere we could book for like roughly that price that I mentioned earlier, which was about maximum $3,000. I would really not like to spend that much. But if we can make it happen, then we got to do it for the community. We got to pull through. Would I do a giant card for a hat too? Who the fuck in their right mind wants a giant card? I know maybe one person in the world who wants a giant card. Like, what? Do people actually want those? We had a giant black rose, and we threw a side event at an RBT, and the side event couldn't get more than 20 players because people just don't want them, even after we offered to ship them. The giant cards are just a space waster. You collect giant cards? Oh, there he is. There's the one guy right there. There's the one guy. There's the one guy right there. No, we'll have a better price than a giant card for RBET. For sure. We'll have a better price. All right, boys. Yeah, Joseph, it's looking like a you're trying to get Robbie's attention to see if he knows what's around. He's on inactive right now, though. Thank you so much, House of Champs. I really appreciate you reaching out, because I think that this would be really cool. Unwise Fox says tier list question mark. Where what tier list? You want to know my tier list? S tier, Flamvel Fairy, baby. Everyone's seething in the chat. But what about Glads? Better prize like 3 ulti Kaias. Yes, you would know, Hector. You won it. And of course, you can't forget about the beautiful gift donations from Yggdrasil to the community. They just tanked their income from Ultimate Time Wizard. Dude, I don't understand them as a company. Obviously, like, the events are not like a big deal. S tier RBT. Let's go. Ghost Rider, are you going to come out? If we manage to put this together? If we manage to put this together, you're going to come out? I've been dying to meet you, bro. You're like the one person I want to meet. F tier for freaking always frogs. I know, I'm a frog hater. Alright, RBT Time Wizard, I guess Konami can't do anything right. Yeah, RBT top skyrocketing in value, Ultimate Time Wizard's dropping like a brick. Yeah. Now, like, saying an Ultimate Time Wizard top, you have to add an asterisk. Like, Ultimate Time Wizard before they fucked it. You know what I mean? And that just gets too ugly to explain. Also, the Ultimate Time Wizards, let's just be real. The asterisks are not right. It's just not right. It's just Jover, bro. Yggdrasil are the best. Facts. No cap. He lives 2 hours out and wouldn't know of a place for hosting. That's fine. We'll find a place. We'll find a place. That's what this is. Yugi Boomer says 2014 is what format again? Who cares? RBT's Edison format, baby. We're bat signaling for a venue. Can someone hook it up with a venue? Bruh, we need the RBT bat signal, bruh. Although Batman kind of sus, low-key. What is going on? What is happening here? Oh, we need to open up some new tabs. Don't know pricing, but the Irvington Event Center? Time to go to MTG? Why would I do that? I throw very successful Edison format events. I like MTG. I might be making some MTG content on the side channel soon, though. I like MTG a lot, but we're not switching. I mean, Edison format's still the greatest format of all time. Press 1 if you agree. If Edison format's the greatest format of all time. Press 1. Let's just see. I just want to see, as a show of hands, is it the greatest format of all time or what? Just curious. Jeff Walkman says too, why are you tuning into me? Why are you watching the mono Edison format guy then? What's going on? Give us an East Coast RBT. My travel budget is back now, and now that you don't have to go to Indy. Well, we're gonna try to do this for Indy first, and if we for some reason can't put it together for Indy, then then we'll figure something out. 7 is like the 9/11 of Time Wizard. Oh my gosh, E3 Black Girls in the chat. What's up, Enraged Peacock? How are you doing today? Because we love your crash outs. And the idea is a good one. Saturday for sure. Yeah, I think that it's the best way to help people who have already booked their travel. RBT Down Under would be biblical. I agree. We love old formats, Edison included. You think HAT is a bit better? That's crazy. That's a very unfortunate opinion to hold. DB is next on the chopping block. Fear-mongering? All right. Expand RBT to other countries. We're working on that. I just had a meeting for RBT Germany. Ooh, potentially by the end of the year, RBT Germany. Just had a little meeting regarding that. So, moving along with that. And if things go smoothly, it looks like we will be expanding to other countries by the end of 2025. So I'm not saying Edison stocks are looking pretty good for the next year, but I'm just saying, like, a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of a wink wink to you guys. We had a pretty successful meeting regarding it. So Kezha says, feel free to hit me up if you need Australia help. I said it when I interviewed you. Of course I need Australia help. I don't know anyone. I don't live in Australia. RBET Dubai. Hey, yo. Are we getting that blood money RBET? The $500,000 Saudi prince prize pool? Kappa. Edison has 6 samurai, by the way. And it is viable. Kappa. Jason Zimmerman. That's strange. Isn't that a Mewtwo King? All right, boys. We got to make this happen. We need to make this happen. Sounds like our boy Marcus Hayden might be down to help host the event as well. He might get a little dual commentary if we can manage to pull this off. We just need the venue. I'm telling you, the community is here. The community is here. We'll make this happen. We just need the venue. That's the problem. If you ever want to come to an RBT in Perth, Western Australia, you could help. Reach out to me, Plastic Tube. We can maybe find we can find a venue over there. Hayden, your rival? I don't know. Goyo needs an air tournament? No. Disregard all this bullshit. Konami just fucking canceled their own events because they don't like success. I don't know how to say this. It's like the most Stockholmed people enjoy going to YCSs. I went to a YCS for the first time 2 years ago when they brought Time Wizard. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then after like 1 or 2 of them, I was like, I could do this better. And I'm a pleb. And then we did it better. And then I was like, why do people go to these? What the fuck? If someone who had like slightly more money than me wanted to throw Time Wizard events, they could do it like really easily and make them way better than even I could make them, honestly. Host the RBT in the same room since they won't need the space for attorney. We'd get thrown out. We would get escorted out, possibly even arrested for trespassing. So that would not work out, unfortunately, Mr. Panda. But we could book a venue in the same city No problem whatsoever. You're a hiking channel now. No more shameless hypebeast gigabytes content. Tell this rule changes reverse. Ayo, hiking is kind of base, dude. We've been going hiking lately a lot. Didn't know you were streaming. What's up? Yeah, I know you texted me. What's up, Joe? Hey, Joe, you want to come by and share your thoughts? Live on stream. Live on air. I guess you could just do that in chat. Carrie Lily says Black Wings tier 0. No. Konami attorneys just don't. They're not real anymore. They're just not real anymore. All right. Sounds like Marcus is reaching out to someone who owns a shop. We got a couple other people reaching out to places. Looks like we got a... Got a couple of leads. I may have to contact some people in the morning. To like lock this up. But the plan is right now. Can I just message you on Discord? Yes, please. About the Down Under one. Let's see. Looks like Indiana University has some stuff. Let's see. Dude, we could throw one in a church. They got churches in the Midwest, right? The Holy RBT. The Church of Codaris. The Church of Codaris. Praise be upon him. Indy isn't the Midwest. I don't know where Indy is. I don't know American geography. I know like world geography. I don't know Indy. Are we talking Indiana or Indianapolis? Are they the same place? What is happening here? Indiana. They're the same place. Indy's 110% the Midwest. Yeah, what the fuck? Gaslighting in this chat? What? Are churches still weird about certain TCG imagery? Well, all of the TCG cards are censored. We'll just play an OCG band, Kappa. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I was about to be like, where is Indy? Is Indy East Coast? Like, what? Lightsworn's only in the church. Yeah, Lightsworn's only. Codaris only. Okay, boys. Guys, though, relax. It's just Nats. It's just the biggest Edison tournament they throw all year. Also, it says starting at the NAWCQ. So it's every event. It's not just NAWCQ. It's starting. Which means that from the NAWCQ onwards, they will fuck all the rulings. Basically. So, yes, this is every event from this point forward. They just said, we don't want to host you guys anymore. And valid. We're too cool. I'll just say it. We're too cool. We're too fucking sick with it, bro. I think we've outgrown Konami as a community. Personally, I think we need to enter a more mature relationship at this point in our lives. All right? They just didn't grow with us, if we're being real. I think we need a break. I think we need to go on a break. Yo, Konami, it's not me, it's you. You might have a guy who has an in with the big store in Cedar Bluffs and Indy. You'll send him a message. Fuck yeah. All right. Boycott all their tournaments. I was already doing that. Shit. Look. We've had a fun ride, Konami, but you gave us the game. We'll always appreciate that. We'll always appreciate the game you gave us. We got to do our own thing now. We got to live our own life, okay? And, yeah, as a community, I think honestly, we just need a corporation who's right for us, really. And, been watching you for years. You're the most underrated deck builder ever, and your contributions to TCGs in general is really underrated. Unsung legend. Thank you so much, Thespy. Much appreciated. Appreciate the kind words. And I'm glad you're still here. I hope that I'm still entertaining you to this date. If this is the type of person who wrote this is so getting fired, that's cope. You're in the denial phase. You haven't engaged with Konami on this scale before. They don't do typos, and even if they did, they would just rock with it. They would rather rock with a typo, rock with a bad ruling, than admit a mistake and change their policy. That's how they've always done this. Literally always. Notice his Lorcana time. Dude, RBTs are still happening. Keegan, would you host Redo at the RBT? We probably have side events, yeah. I don't see why not. Shit. If the judges can accommodate that, if the judges we end up getting for the RBT, we can, then, yeah. It all comes down to what the judges can accommodate. If they can't accommodate two different rulings or whatever, then obviously we're going to have to go with no. But assuming the judges can accommodate it, I don't see a reason why we can't have side events for whatever, modern, whatever you guys want to have side events for. The dumb folks at NA Konami office who actively hate the game and their player base. Yeah. Huge L from Konami. We just have to take RBTs to the next level and make it happen more often now. Yes. Head judge for the Edison side events can always go against policy. They won't, because they'll get fired. It's fucking, and they won't get paid. They violate their contract. They'll get sued or whatever. Ultimate Time Wizard is going to use TCG ruling. No, Ultimate Time Wizard is just not going to happen anymore. Like, this is a way of saying we're no longer hosting Ultimate Time Wizard. More online RBTs as a result of this possibility. If there were more weekends in the year, Ryan, then yes. I was currently working on trying to get an online RBT for this month. But we may need to pivot our efforts to making something happen on Nats weekend. Just so, yeah. Getting flashbacks of Melee? Yeah, this is... Edison has always been the Melee of Yu-Gi-Oh! We gotta come together for the community, you know what I'm saying? Oh, looks like we found a venue. I think. Well, we found a couple. Shit, are we throwing an RBT Nats weekend? Ayo? Ayo? Is Yu-Gi-Oh saved? Is Yu-Gi-Oh saved? Are we so back? We are so back. What do we got? We are so back is an enthusiastic expression. God, I hate this AI shit, bro. I hate... What does we are so back mean? Our English learning. Hey yo, we found a couple options, so we're gonna figure it out and see what we can do, and piece it together. Are we so back? Press 1 if you're excited for the Indiana? Is it in Indianapolis? Nobody's confirmed this for me. Do we not know where this is? I don't know where this is. Oh my gosh. You think you should go picket protest at Nats? Why? Why do you want to protest to play in an event that doesn't have prizing? Like, just throw your own event, Carter. What? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to throw our own event. Like, we don't have to deal with this shit. It's fucking stupid. Oh my gosh. So we've got a couple of leads on events. Event hall, sorry. and we're gonna try to find something. We're gonna go try to find something to happen. Down to protest. Protest why? We can just throw RBT. What? Hope more stores punt on their OTS status and host RBT. I think we're a little too big for a lot of stores, sadly. Hence the name, really big Edison tournament, RBET. But if some stores have the venue capacity, I mean, RBT is the protest. There you go. Potato's getting it. Potato's getting it. We're protesting in the most capitalist way possible by just doing what they should have done in the next door. Basically. Thank you, RBT, for letting me play Jinzo Turbo and not killing Future Fusion. You're welcome, Franco. You're welcome. Will you try to make it happen beforehand so people can play in the RBT and Nats? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. We will not accommodate Konami's event, Rom. We will not accommodate Konami's event. Are you kidding me? After the way they treat the players? We're not accommodating them at all. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. What? Hell no, bro. This is insane. They just fucked over a ton of people. There are people messaging me in the Discord right now that are saying, like, they spent a bunch of money on their travel. They can't cancel. That's Konami's fault. They owe these people a fucking event. We're not going to accommodate the people who just screwed over all these people. 3-day RBT. We may have to try for that, but I think we're gonna likely be doing something 2 days. This is a ruling BS. This ruling BS is the equivalent of removing button combos from Halo 2. There's a large equivalent for this, but it's like they took out your Halo 2 disc and put like Viva Pinata in the Xbox. If you sign up for a Nats Edison Time Wizard, you're a traitor. You're a class traitor. That's so funny. Your group of 4 that we're going. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this all situated over the next 24 hours. Looks like we've got a couple leads. What dates is the NAWCQ? Can everyone just tell me? Yu-Gi-Oh! NAWCQ. That's such a stupid name. Fuck. Shit. What is it? 11th. It's the 11th through the 13th, right? Saturday's the 12th? Okay. Just message back one of the leads for the venues. And once we get this locked in, so it looks like they have tables, chairs, and it has a 300 capacity. How does 300 sound to you guys? Does that sound pretty good? That sounds pretty good to me. Does that sound pretty good to you guys? Oh, fuck. We've got a plan B one as well, but it doesn't have AC. I think we might need it. I think we need AC. I'll be dead ass. I've thrown enough of these with like scuffed AC to know that we might need AC. But it looks like it can hold 400. It's gonna be hot as fuck. You need AC. Some casuals won't know. Then it'll be our job to tell them. We'll have to market the shit out of this bad boy. Instagram ads. Just kidding. Fuck that. Zuckerberg not getting a fucking dime, brother. Push comes to shove, you can rent swamp coolers from Home Depot, Lowe's. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we did that for one of the events previously, and it wasn't too bad. Brandon, we're not even discussing the Konami disrespect here. This event is just canceled as far as I'm concerned. And as far as everyone in the chat is confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Is Chicago capped? It's close. I can check, actually. I have it open on my other tab. There are... Chicago's not capped, but it's close. It's less than 100 seats left. It's like 2/3. It's like 2/3 full, and it's still a few months out. But I would not sleep on that because that one will cap. Sign up for that one as soon as possible. That one will for sure cap. What about Santa Clara? It's similar, I think. Santa Clara is closer to being capped, but you should definitely sign up for it as soon as possible. And also, Santa Clara has a hotel block that's in the Discord. It's linked in the Discord. It's pinned in that channel. And the hotel's like super cheap and it's like right on the venue. Find Out says, hello, why did they cancel it? Your guess is as good as mine, but mine would be incompetence. Incompetence or like just brute forcing lateral like rulings. Just saying, fuck it, we're going to have to rip the Band-Aid off eventually. We might as well do it now. I think that's why they did it. They'd rather just screw everyone over and ruin the format and screw everyone who's booked travel and destroy their own event series than just admit that they need certain rulings for different formats. So I think it's like stubbornness, gross incompetence, and like corporate reasons. People are still going to play in these events? Sure. But it's not going to be like 500 like last year. It's going to be maybe like 100. Maybe. People literally already paid for planes. That's why we're trying to book an RBET in the same area. So that people know that we don't want to fucking deal with this shit. Ryan Knight says, no, for a while this is going to need to happen eventually, and here we are. Corporate greed is the words. Is it greed? Or is it incompetence? I feel like it's incompetence. More than greed, because this is not profitable for them. Like straight up, this is just not profitable. This is like the opposite of profitable. This is corporate incompetence. This is like not being in touch with like their player base at all. Okay, boys, we've got a couple of options. I've got to follow through with some of them. But we should be able to put something together, honestly. Yeah. So we have at least one guaranteed venue, but we're looking for a different one currently. Here's a fun one. If a card now gets errated, you now need to use modern text. So if you have a QCR does shoot and suddenly they had to... This just isn't real. This just doesn't happen. I think people are getting too wrapped up in the like, oh, what does this mean for Konami Edison events now? It's just, they're just not events anymore. Like that's literally it. They're just, nobody will play in this because the most competitive players won't, and like they're the culture. Like the most competitive players will just come to RBET as they have historically, or you know, whatever third-party event, like whether that's the PPG 5K that's happening the week before Nats, like, which I guess is a segue for me to talk about that. There's a PPG 5K happening the week before Nats, and I'm going to that, and I'm competing in it. If you guys want to come face against me in Edison format and compete for like $5,000 in Edison format prizes and cash or whatever, I don't really know what it is, but come to the PPG 5K the week before, and then we'll go to RBET the week after. Hopefully we'll put something together. Shiznaz says you're not playing Edison, you're playing an imaginary format. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's just some fucking like stupid shit. Good night, Rob the Man. Sleep well, brother. It's meant to get the new cards so you can't use your old cards. Side note, someone's got to ask PPG if it's authentic Edison rules or not. I already asked them. It's authentic Edison rules. We're going to be playing Edison format at the PPG 5K, Jake. Just so you know. Atos. You know this is just because they're done selling us rarity collection reprints. Yes, that's exactly why. It's because they have no more Edison product. And people who think that this is going to make their Edison cards worth less, it's actually going to make them worth more because it means less reprints for Edison in the future. So if you have Edison cards, or if you don't have Edison cards and you want them, the next month or so will be a good time to get them because they will dry up. They will dry up over the next few years. They might bottom out in the next few, and then they'll just like slowly go up. Stonks, I guess. Yeah. Konami's format isn't Edison format. Yeah, that's true. Konami's format is not Edison format. This is just some weird retro vibe. This change was so bad that it brought me out of YouTube retirement. What's up, Snack? How you doing? I'm assuming that's Snack. Yeah, this has got to be one of the worst changes I've ever heard in my life. Any ideas for the plan is for DB ranked? Well, DB is not owned by Konami, so I'm assuming it's just going to keep going. Get some sleep, Joseph S. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I'm hoping that this RBT will at least be something for the players who have already booked. It's not a retro format; it's a new format. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a retro. I did air quotes, but you can't see me because I don't have a camera up. But yes, you're right. It's not a retro format. It's a new format. It's not anything anyone wanted. This is not what people wanted. This is not what the fucking 20,000 people plus 100,000 people plus who have been playing this format for the past 15 years wanted. The judges on DB use Konami's current rulings for Ultimate Time Wizard and Ranked. Judges on DB? I don't know. I didn't know there was judges on DB. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you had to like know that shit and use edisonformat.com like a human being. Master Duel retro format. Yeah, it's like a Master Duel restricted legality style thing. Fuck Konami, yeah. They don't call it Edison format. Yeah, they don't. Because they can't attach it to a city from what I know. Alright, boys, we're going to make this happen somehow. I don't know how, but we're going to make it happen. We've made crazier shit happen. We're going to make it happen. We can call it Edison format because we don't monetize off this in theory. I mean, even if we did, we can call it whatever the fuck we want. It's not like Edison is a trademarked thing. We could say it's Edison. It's Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Fucking shit. Judges on DB is like the whole reason they're hesitant to add more ranked ladders. Oh, I didn't know they had judges. There's never any online. That was the joke. I was going for a joke there. It didn't land, did it? There's something else I had to pull up here. What did I have to pull up? Oh, RBET Clara Expo. Yeah, if you guys want to come to RBET Santa Clara, just let's go chat. Good shit, man. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Free Palestine. So if you want to come to the, where's this, Collectors Expo? Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Tickets, Bay Area. Let's see. There should be a RBET. Where is this? Not this. I have the link in the description below. You guys can just click the link. If I click on this, it should take me to a place where... There we go. Join the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. There we go. Right there. Boom. RBT Bay Area. This is happening very soon. And then we're also trying to get one happening for Indy the same weekend as Nats. And we are trying to get one. Well, we've got one popping in Chicago. That's signups. You can find a link in the description below. And then there's one in Orange County, which I don't know if that... I got to update the links in the description below. We got too many RBETs, man. No, I'm just kidding. We got never enough RBETs. We got quite a few of them coming up, though. We got 3-4 of them coming up. And then the PPG 5K, which I will be competing in because I'm not running it, so I can finally compete. I competed recently. I got a 3rd place. Not bad. Not bad. I wanted first. Anyone feel like it's going to be RBT versus Konami, like how back in the day it was ARG versus Konami? I didn't know that there was a competition. I always thought that my shit was just better. I'm in a different league, bro. It's like AAA and I'm like MLB, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was a different... When is Orange County? When is Orange County? August 30th through 31st, 2025. Do you think Konami is going to force OTS stores to abide by this rule change, E3 Yu-Gi-Oh? That is a great question, Sorvent. Yes, they will. But usually local stores are a lot more lax. Is Chicago full yet? No, it's a little over 2/3 full, Damien. Get your spot while you still can. This may end up being one of the only ways you can play competitive Edison format for the rest of this year because Konami decided that they don't want to host tournaments for you guys anymore. What would the prizes be like if you charge $100 instead of $50? They would be double. They would be double. Whatever they are now, it would be double. Everything Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. That's what it would be like. Either that or it would be cash, or they would get some sort of like the Level Up Expo one was more expensive, but you got access to Level Up Expo. So it's kind of like we had to pay more for the venue thing. Usually we found that people are pretty happy with the pricing for this, but if we wanted to up it, we could. I think that like having it be a little bit more affordable and having like solid pricing is like, it's good enough. It's good enough. All right. RBT Memphis when? I don't know. I'm trying to throw one for Indy right now. I mean, if you're playing actual Edison on DB and your opponent can enforce new rules by calling a judge, that would be crazy. That just doesn't make sense. Why not go 1776 Sam's at Collectible Exchange? Why did I not go January 6th Sam's at Collectible Exchange? Because I wanted to win. And I straight up thought I was going to win. But I faced fucking Fairy Mirror Match twice. And I got 3rd. The only deck, I swear to God, that Flamvel Fairy deck, the only deck I was losing to in testing was the Mirror. Was the Fairy Mirror. Every other deck I was beating. Every other deck I was like, I can beat anybody. I can beat Hero Frog. I can beat fucking Gigavise. I can beat... You come to Edison yesterday. What's the difference between Edison and this new April 2010 format? Largely what the cards do and the rulings. It's basically an entirely different game, Gio Alves. They're trying to take all of the rulings from 2025 and then apply them to the 2010 cards. It's like trying to put a square into a circle or whatever the thing is. It just doesn't work. The rulings that existed at the time existed because that's what made sense at the time. So stuff like turn player priority on summons like Judgment Dragon, make it so that cards like Bottomless Trap Hole and Trap Hole to some extent aren't entirely format warping, you know what I mean? Goes in match rivalry, Gadget deck goes hard in the new Edison format though. Yes. You guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. Black Wings are for sure the best deck in this new format. It's not, don't call it Edison 2.0. We're not even comparing the two. All right, we're not even comparing the two. We're not. They're not the same thing. They're not even close to the same thing. You can't even say it in the same sentence, really. It makes me sick. It makes me disgusted. Modern text and rulings. That's so stupid. This is genuinely so stupid. Oh my gosh. Edisont. Yeah, Ed isn't. Yeah, exactly. I like that. That's takes a little getting used to. A little stuttery, but make it happen. Alright, boys, for those affected, we are going to try to throw an RBT in Indy. Got a couple of leads on venues. And hopefully we can make something happen. How will we even piece something together as a community? I see a lot of people tweeting some stuffs, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people tweeting some stuffs. Let's fucking make this shit happen. Twitter React Pog. I don't know. I'm not really a Twitter React guy. Just modern with a limited carpool. Yeah, it's just Ed isn't. Yeah, it's Ed isn't. I like that shit. I like that. Whoever came up with that in the chat is cooking, bro. Frankentosh. Can we get an RBT in Toledo? You're my hero. This was about to run your Nats weekend with the boys. That's not gonna happen, Tom. Not on my watch. We're gonna make this happen, all right? We're gonna throw an RBT. We're gonna pull something together. We're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, Silo hat rabbit type shit. We're gonna make some shit happen, all right? I came up with it. No, I read someone else's messages. I want to be honest. Are we using April 2010 or old 2010 rulings for these events? Are you talking about for RBET? We're going to use the same rulings we've been using for the last 4 years at RBET. Okay, what do you mean? I ain't changing shit, dude. People want to play Edison format. We're going to throw Edison format tournaments. I feel like that's pretty straightforward. I feel like there are a lot of people who want a thing and we just we give them the thing. That seems like a win-win. Does that not seem like... Press 1 if you think that's a win-win. Press 1 if you think giving people what they want is a win-win. Are we just... Iceberg says, are the RBTs full? Which ones, specifically? You can still sign up for Santa Clara, OC, Chicago, and we're trying to get one for Indy popping right now. We're trying to find a venue. Yeah, we're going to try to make this shit happen, alright? Emergency RBT. If there are any other, Is there any other people who know? Do you have the link for hotels for Santa Clara? It's in the Discord, Everything Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. If you need the link, let me know. I think it's also on the Collectors Expo website. But the link is pinned in the RBT Santa Clara channel in the Discord. So you can find that link there. And it's the hotel is literally right next to the tournament hall. Like, you can go downstairs and then go right to the tournament. I did it for, I stayed in the hotel block for RBT LA this year, and it was a dream. I just woke up and then I went down there and I was there. I was at the RBT. It was sick. It was fucking awesome, actually. You don't think this will affect locals, at least just big Konami events? everyone at locals will just keep playing the way they want to, because locals is like, what is Konami gonna do? Like send people there to like police them, tell them what they can and can't do? That's a dream. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking amazing. Like, it's so sick. Alright, we're gonna try to put something together for Indy. Shit, it's gonna be gas, bro. It's gonna be gas. I'm so pumped, dude. Alright, we're trying to log it down. I just replied to a bunch of big YouTubers fucking tweets saying that we're looking for venues. Hey yo, we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna do what we can, alright? I'm just putting the word out there, alright? We're using the social media the way it was intended to be used to accomplish goals. Alright, what is that? Edison Go existed way before Konami decided to officialize them. Facts. Think they can lose OTS status? Alright, what do you get for OTS status other than you can't pay out the players who play your locals? OTS packs suck anyways. Yeah, they suck. They've sucked for a while. Been trying to speak the good word of Edison. Next year, planning on doing a panel about it at Colossal Con and maybe doing a tournament. It'd be cool if you could get an RBT there. Evil Mag, please reach out to me on Discord. I would love to work with you on something like that. And if you're doing a panel for Edison format, I'd love to be a part of it, if possible. Like at least contribute something here or there to that. Just let me know. I think that'd be really sick. I'd love to be a part of something like that. This is going to solidify RBT as the premier Edison tournament circuit? Yes. And of course, it was the only other one. There wasn't another one. So, yes. As of right now, yes. There may exist third-party ones in the future, which would be cool, because that means I'd get to compete. But, yeah, as of right now, RBT is the premier, which is sick. I guess. I don't know what's going on anymore. What are we doing? Letting your girlfriend know you want to do it. She's got connections. Shout out your girlfriend. Thank you so much. But please reach out to me on Discord. You can find me. I don't know if you're in the really big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord, Evil Mag, but the link to that is in the description below. And I'm a mother, and you'll see my name. It's like Keegan. You'll see me. I post in there quite frequently, so you can find. I'm not a hard man to reach. All right. If you're trying to get a hold of me, I'm not a hard man to reach. All right, I try to make it as open line of communication as possible so that we can make the shit happen, bro. We're trying to make some stuff happen. Trying to piece this together, bro. I think everyone's having the wrong conversation right now, you know what I'm saying? The real conversation is who's got a venue, you know what I'm saying? We've got a solid plan B. We got a solid plan B. It's a volleyball hall. It's got big industrial fans. It can seat 400, and they've got tables and chairs. So that's our solid plan B. RBT will happen. RBT Indie will happen. Will people that were going to NAWCQ get priority for RBT signups? yeah, if you've already booked your flight and stuff and you can confirm that, reach out to me on Discord right now and I'll get you priority signups. Yes, absolutely. L Schaefer. Hopefully we'll have a venue big enough we won't have issues with that. But yes, if you were already going to Nats and you want priority, reach out to me on Discord and I'll make sure you get priority for this one. And we'll give you a little bit of time beforehand to sign up before Pinkertons to the locals. That'd be hilarious. You just registered for Chicago. Unfortunately, it's a 7-hour drive. Oh, man, it's going to be rough. Hope to see you there, little 8. It's going to be a fun one. What is the biggest RBET held? So far, I think it was RBT Maryland. It was like 300 players. But once again, like we are operating under strict venue constraints. So like we could definitely throw bigger ones if we didn't have venue constraints. You think it has potential to break those numbers? Absolutely, because like Nats last year had 500 players for Edison. So like absolutely, like we could easily get like 1,000 players for Edison. I think if we had a venue and we had the staff and everything here in Maryland. No, we're not throwing. Well, we are actually doing something in Maryland. I think in December this year. I think. Hold that thought. We're workshopping that one. We're workshopping the Maryland one. Potentially in December this year. Totally forgot. But that's later down the road. Nothing's confirmed yet. You drive to Orlando from Pennsylvania, 21 hours. Everyone measuring their drive right now, just being like, boys, smash like on the stream. We got to make this happen. You know what's crazy is like, just saw the terrible Konami news. Keep it the good fight, lad. Keep retro. Thank you so much for the donations, Bob Mortis 1. That will be going towards the venue that we're booking, I guess. But thank you so much. Much appreciated. It goes a long way. And it really does make these events happen. It makes it easier for me to make these events for you guys. Because this is really just a passion project so that we can throw cool events for you guys. And like flex that we do cool shit as a community. Need to sleep, but thank you for all you do for the community. You don't know if you'll be able to sleep with this news otherwise. Cheers, Tim. Get some rest, and never fear, RBT is here. Did DB just update all card text to reflect the recent rule change, or are you tripping? I don't know, but fuck DB. That's all I'm going to say. Screw Konami. Facts. Screw Konami. Straight up. Kazuki Takahashi gave us one of the greatest games of all time, and they're doing everything they can to make it not so. Dude, Jeff Jones tweeted, all good things must come to an end, RIP Edison. Does brother not know about RBT somehow, or is he just like in denial? I've hit him up before too. Bro just ghosts. I don't know if he just doesn't fuck with the vibes, but like, he's like mega anti-RBET. Like, what do you mean RIP Edison, bro? I was showing RBET before Konami was. What the fuck do you mean RIP? Fuck you mean? I got beef with Jeff Jones right now. Let it be known. I got beef with Jeff Jones. Bro's just ignoring the community. He thinks Konami is Edison. It couldn't be further from the truth. This is actually so fucking stupid. Alright, boys. Jeff Jones doesn't like Edison format? Lol. Why not? Didn't he win the Edison thing? Or is he like on that Konami cake? There are some pro players who are like super like bootlicky when it comes to Konami. Like weirdly so. Like some former pro players, I should say. Definitely not current pro players. But like some former pro players are like really bootlicky when it comes to Edison. Or not Edison, Konami. And it's like weird. It's like, why? Like, they're very bought into the game. Yeah. Edison was a Shonen Jump event? Yeah, it was, yeah. Don't money match him now like main event for an RBT. No shade, I would fucking cook him. Like, no shade. If I played against him now, I would destroy him. Modern Edison is so much different from how it was back in the day. I would fucking destroy that guy. It wouldn't even be close. Like, no shade, like, he's just not up to that game, bro. I've played Edison format every day for like the last 5 years. There's no way I'm going to lose to some unpracticed scrub, you know what I mean? Former pro players getting a paycheck for being good at the game 10 plus years ago, and they don't have to get a real job for income. I don't know about that. I don't know if anyone was getting it. Were people getting paychecks for this? I guess they were. There was like writing. They were writing for stuff, I guess. No shade, calls him a scrub 30 seconds later. Bro, if someone doesn't play the game, like, for 15 years, like, what? It's not even a money match. It's like candy from a baby situation. Who's this even for? Who does this benefit? No one. Benefits no one. This is just, like, classic. Sorvin says it's not the same. It's not the same. Straight up. 100p, they 100% get a paycheck. Oh yeah, if they work for Konami, yeah. Like, it's not personal. It's just like, dude hasn't played the game in 15 years. Like, I'll smoke his bitch ass. Like, what? What? Oh man. Shit. If I hadn't played a game in 15 years, I would hope that I couldn't beat someone who's played for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? I would hope that guy was better than me. Shit. Hopefully they change it back. Oh, there's... Dude, if they change it back, it's too late, bro. It's too late. People are just gonna be like, nah, fuck that. It's too late. This looks pretty permanent. This looks pretty higher ups. They won't? Yeah, I don't think they're changing this. I don't think they're changing this, bro. No shade, but you're a bitch. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be real. If you're talking about Edison format and you think it's dead just because Konami said something, then you're not with the community, bro. You're not with the fucking vision. You're not with the fucking people, bro. You're out of touch. Like, straight up. Like, if you say the words Edison format and it's not, like, in some way or shape or form associated with RBET, like being the premier event, and if RBT is still going on, then Edison format's still happening, bro. Nothing has happened to Edison format. I don't know. Do you only have RBTs in major cities? Not necessarily. Ultimate Time was reprising was kind of ass anyways. It was giga ass, bro. It was fucking terrible. How am I, guy on minimum wage, putting up better pricing than they are? How is that happening? They print the fucking cards. If Melee can survive without Nintendo, so can Edison. Edison been surviving. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Evil Mag. You get it. You're for the community. You get it. RBT was always a supreme option. Facts, bro. What's up, Hapster? How you doing? RBT Laurel was outside of big city. There you go. Yes. Yes. We have thrown some outside of major cities. Yes. They've been close to major cities, but yes, we have thrown some that are outside. All right, boys. Sorry, a bunch of people are messaging me that they booked flights, and I gotta remind myself to set a reminder to send them the sign up stuff early once we get it all locked in. Need more RBETs on the East Coast. It's very difficult for me to throw stuff on the East Coast because I just don't know people there. Well, I do know people there, but I don't live there personally, if that makes sense. So it's like going there and then coming back is very difficult for me. And like I said, we're operating on super budget, really. Are they also using first turn player drop? I don't fucking know, man. It doesn't matter what they're using because nobody's going to play in this. We're just going to throw in RBT. Bruh. RBT is the future? Facts, bruh. It been the future. Is RBT Seattle happening? It's not currently in the works, but it would be sick. I love that area. I love the Pacific Northwest. And it could happen. I have connections in Seattle. And, any plans for RBTs in Mexico? Not currently, but I'm open to it. I have had a few people reach out regarding it, but their venue space was a little bit too small for RBT. Also, I'm not sure how RBT Mexico would go down, but hopefully cool. When is RBT coming to the Midwest? Because you have a big Edison local tournament every Saturday at locals here in Indiana. Oh, we're gonna do one Nats weekend. We're trying to throw in Nats weekend, Eric. That's the point of the stream. We're trying to throw an RBT that weekend so people can just have an event that they actually get to play at Indy. So that's the point of the stream. RBT Cancun would be fire. One day maybe. It sounds very expensive, but it sounds very lit. Gamers Choice gets the Edison venue for regional. Gets the Edison venue? Oh, the same venue that was SJC Edison for regionals? That'd be kind of cool. All right, boys. Konami hates us for real. They definitely hate me. I know that much. I know they hate me. I'm fucking up the bag too much. I'm fucking up the bag. They just wanted to print fucking shitty knockoff waifus for you guys for the rest of eternity and print money. Using your hard-earned cash as blood money for their vampirism. But I said, fuck that. We going back to the dandelion days. We're not buying any waifus. We're buying dandelions. Does this only apply to this or even locals? It applies to every event moving forward after Nats. Scholar. Every event after Nats, including Nats. That's why it says starting at the NAWCQ. Hell yeah, brother. Everybody who got screwed by this, who's booked their travel already, who's taking the time off from work, we're gonna make this shit happen, alright? We're gonna fucking make this shit happen. Hold on. Alright, boys. Who's a dumbass fighting for this change inside of Konami? It's probably like a CEO or some shit. He just doesn't get it. You're stop looking for locals that does Edison. Are there any RBETs happening on the East Coast? We'll try to make one happen. Must be nice. Yes, there will at least be one major Edison tournament on the East Coast this year. There will be at least one. And if you go to a local, make sure you go to one that's unsanctioned. The unsanctioned ones will keep the rulings right. As long as it's not Konami sanctioned, you should be good to go. Hopefully they change it back before the match or after once they see how the new rules don't work and no Edison's players will play under these rules. This reads like something they're not going to change back. Have you guys ever known Konami to walk something back? I haven't. I feel like they stick with stuff pretty stubbornly, even if it doesn't work for players. It's never really been a players first company historically. Whereas with RBET, we've been players first from day one because I'm a player myself and I want to throw an event that I would want to play in. So, like, that's the whole point of RBT, is to throw an event that is good for players. Basically, the vomiting horse must return. Konami doesn't watch shit back. Even if we vomiting horse them, it's like, we're not getting Nats back. All these people who like have booked their travel are screwed right now. So like we need to help those people in the meantime. At the very least, we need to throw an RBT that weekend. I've got a meme for this, I believe. I've got a meme for this. This is probably one of the best times for this meme. Oh, I gotta edit it real quick. I gotta alter it. But I do have a meme for this. I just need to alter one part of it real quick. Okay. All right, hold on, boys. I just gotta fix one part of this real quick. Oh, that's not it. Hey, hold on. For the culture. All right. Hold up. Press 1 if you want to see this fucking meme. All right, let's see what we can. Hold it. Your locals already debating changing to the new Konami framework, SMH. Why is that even a conversation? Fucking don't do it. Way to have no players come on. I mean, let's be real. I posted this like 6 months ago? Oh, dude, you know what the funniest shit was? I posted this like 6 months ago, and dude, Patrick Hoban was seething in the replies. Dude was so angry. He was so angry that I talked about his corporation like that. His corporation, Konami. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's make this shit happen. Oh, what the fuck? Let's see. Okay, we got a couple leads on venues. Burning your copy of Road to the King? That's rough. Hoban is a clown for real? Oh, shit. Hey, man. Those are your guys' opinions. I was just reading the chat. I host no opinions of the sort. What did Patrick Hoban say? He said he'd choose a Konami event over an RBT. And then he said something about how the Konami events are real and RBTs aren't. And I think it's because I mentioned one of his friends in the post. One of his friends, allegedly, in the post. And all bro knows is... Turns out being good at a game doesn't make you a good or smart person. Yeah, I'm living proof of that. I'm good at this game and I'm not anything particular. Who's that, Everything Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro? I wouldn't know who that is. Hoban of all people said that, LMAO. Yeah, I was like, okay. Oh, he also said that, like, if I ever went to an event, I would never top it. And I topped one, like, literally last weekend, which is the first major event I've attended since he tweeted that. So I'm 1 for 1, Patrick. And I won more at that event than you can win at a YCS, as far as I know. I think I want to go Stardust, and that's more than it's about as much as what the Vanilla Dragon is. So, Not only did I do that, but I did it with the deck that nobody has ever played before besides myself. And not only did I do that, but I fucking revived the dead format. And through events that have more hype than YCS on a minimum wage. Damn, that's crazy. That's kind of cool. Saying it out loud is kind of cool. All out of spite, too. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I had a lot of people telling me that this would not succeed. I don't know why. There are so many people that want this. It's like, this seems free. It seems like, if you can do this, why wouldn't you do this? What the fuck did Chris do? You can't find the source. It's all deleted. I don't know who you're talking about. Allegedly, Plastic Tube. Allegedly, he hurt some people. Allegedly. But I don't know which Chris you're talking about. It could be any Chris in the world. So it might be a different Chris from the one I'm referring to for legal reasons. Logistically, it would be easier to run time wizard events smoothly with modern text rollings, but man, all my decks are Dead Dragons KFC. Just go to RBT instead. Scroobian. Yeah, Chris Hansen. Exactly. Alright, boys. We got some good DMs here and there. It's been a crazy week. It's been a fucking crazy week. You know what happened this week? My university that I graduated from, got evaporated. Got all their funding pulled by the government mid-semester and left a whole bunch of students just screwed for no reason. Isn't that nuts? Like, what the fuck? And so now I'm in like a Discord with like a whole bunch of the students who are enrolled. And we're trying to piece together all the lesson plans from our graduation for them and like try to help them through it so that they can at least learn the material. What did I go to school for? Audio engineering. That's so fucked up. I know it is. It's super fucked up. And on top of that, Within a week of that happening, that can just happen? Yeah, and it did. And within a week of that happening, all the international students had 7 days to either transfer or they had to get deported. Straight up. So it's been a crazy week, by the way. It's been an insane week. Like, so much shit has been happening this week. So between that, and then Konami fucking with the greatest format of all time, how to get people to stop playing your game one-on-one, straight up, I'm saying. Just came across an image of Power Rangers themed Pokeballs. Well, that's kind of cool. It's totally unrelated, but it's kind of cool. People voted for this shit. I will not ever, like, this one was, like, pretty obvious, right? But, I mean, I feel like people can get tricked really easily by stuff. And administrations and politicians can say all sorts of things to get your vote. And so, like, it's never the victim's fault in this situation, right? Sometimes people vote maliciously, totally, but there are a lot of people who get tricked and get trapped up in things thinking it'll be a better life for them, and it just isn't, you know what I mean? So, it's not their fault, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I don't know. When I was a young guy, I probably had pretty dog shit politics. I don't know. I'm older now, and I see things a little differently, so... hopefully this will be a wake-up call for a lot of people, and yeah, hopefully a lot of people will take this stuff more seriously. No, I get it. I'm saying this is like not an this is not a good example. I totally agree, Godzilla Prime. This is not a good example, but I'm just saying historically blaming the average voter, there's usually something else at play if enough of the average voter is turning to something like that. You know what I mean? Yes, his entire history is getting people to justify a lot of terrible things. Exactly. It's about getting you to cope with imperialism, and it's very easy to trick people, and it's not a good thing. So media literacy is like a big deal. Does this have anything to do with Master Duel? What's up, Zedius Prime? Welcome to the stream. Did you find this stream because you were searching for Master Duel streams on YouTube? Because I included the tags for Master Duel. Technically, yes, this does have something to do with Master Duel. Master Duel is owned by a company called Konami. Konami's kicking us all in the nuts right now, collectively, at the same time. Somehow they've managed to pull that off. Feat of modern physics and space and time. And, yeah, unfortunately, this is only the beginning. 6am's better now because Rivalry OP. Dude, no one's going to play in these events. It doesn't matter what's better now. If you're playing against like 13 people. Zach clearly put Master Duel in the message for a region. Master Duel. There will still be priority in Edison format Konami events. Why does it matter? No one's going to play in them. You guys are asking about rulings for like a 13-person local. It's like, what? It doesn't, the rules don't matter anymore. This event isn't happening as far as they're concerned. This is them aligning Master Duel and TCG Edison. That's huge. Huge? It's terrible. What? Nobody want this. Nobody asked for this. This is bad. Huge bad. Yes. Huge is not the word I would go for. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. We're going to make some shit happen. Hopefully. I don't know. All of Twitter is, like on my shirt right now. Hopefully we can find a venue and get the staff going, popping and all that. Alright, boys. That's the real question. What are the prize maps for RBT Indie going to be? The talks right now, Rich, is emergency teleport because it's an emergency RBT. but we might change that up. That is just the initial wake of something has just happened. Talks, nothing has been finalized as of right now, but that's the initial thing. But we might be altering that a bit. You love that though? Yeah, that's the initial idea. Emergency call. That's just the letter E, unfortunately. Emergency Amogus button. Giant styrofoam e-telly. Yeah, you can get one of those printed, you know what I'm saying? So the tag is there as a joke. Yeah, I get you. RBT over Konami any day. Facts, Antonio. How you doing tonight? Ain't no way people are going to want to play Black Ring Mirror Side Deck 3 rivalry format. Yeah, I just don't think that they will. You agree Edison will live on? It hurts others coming in without the official version lining up with our Edison. That's fine. Whatever. End of the day, it is what it is. What can we do but throw sick events for people? There's Grandmaster Games and Indies that has a big store, but they're an OTS, sadly. Yeah, it probably won't work. They probably won't fuck with us heavy, you know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to do something that is very not aligned with what Konami wants right now. So, RBT goes crazy. You're cooking. Yeah, he is cooking, Micro. Micro's out here. Would it be fair to ban Trap Dust Shoot? No. Do you want me to do the same thing Konami is doing? Is that what you want from me? I'm not gonna do that. Why the fuck would I do that? Alright, boys. So we've got a couple of venues lined up. I'm gonna be making some phone calls in the morning to try and lock them in. But if you're watching this and you guys have booked your travel plans, makes you want to eat glass. That is rough, isn't it? Your friend says this whole series of events is movie worth or maybe an insane doc. I think... Thank you so much, Trimalific. I think that some sort of Melee doc for Edison would be cool, but you could also just watch E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Reruns and get basically the same thing. So, it's not like... Yes, some sort of doc would be cool. But I think I don't know. It would be cool. I don't know if it would happen, though. What is different about Goes and Rivalry? Does it matter? No one's playing in the tournaments. You know what I'm saying? I also don't think... I don't know. Fucking shit, brah. We out here. TD Crover's Danny equals no tokens. Dude, just nobody's gonna play in this event. I feel like y'all are on the wrong page here. We're doing RBET. Feels like your typical ski movie trope. Yeah, we've got like it's it's like almost not even worth making a documentary because it's so like cut and dry. It's just like company does something terrible. Community comes together in wake of company doing something terrible and does the thing. The end. But it's not even the end because we just keep doing the cool thing. You know? I don't like the maxi thing. I think people are just ass. I'll just keeping it real with you. Konami's doing this so they can justify not holding Ultimate Time Wizard in the future. That's not a conspiracy. That's just what they're doing. That's just absolutely what they're doing. They just want to kill Ultimate Time Wizard, which is fine. I mean, they never had to do it in the first place. They were just tapping into a player base that existed to see if they could convert them to modern, and I'm sure it worked in some capacity. They sold a bunch of product as a result, and for whatever reason, the future of the company doesn't involve Time Wizards, so they're axing it. That's it. That's not even a conspiracy. That's just like if you're on the corporate side of things, that's the way you see this. And you see this, you see a lot of things like differently. Like our perspective is obviously like, wow, this company fucking hates us. But in reality, the company's probably just over there like, we need to make money. How do we make the most money? Let's get rid of Time Wizard and make it all modern. That's like literally what they're thinking. It's like just keep people buying product. Keep printing waifus that people are forced to buy. Or like stupid little squiggly jellyfish cards that people need to buy. You know what I'm saying? You're at the last good Time Wizard event. Technically yes, Time Wizard. Not counting RBET, of course. But yes, you're at the last Konami Time Wizard event, really. Yes. Imagine giving out $7 in prizing for like 300 plus person events, charging $25 and then going never mind. You talking about Ultimate Time Wizards giving out the hamster mats that are like Shein printed fucking mass printed things for the last like 2 years? Is that what we're talking about here? Less than 3 per sealed box rare stuff. I don't know. You feel like them supporting retro formats was something they begrudgingly do. Like they didn't want to, but it was too big to ignore. Yeah, it was too big to ignore. RBTs are a different beast. Facts. RBTs are hella competitive, bro. I be watching some, like, low-key in my downtime, like, watching replays of it, and just be like, man, these guys are good. It's fucking hype, bro. Sucks for people who already booked their flights. Well, that's the point of the stream, is we're going to try to throw an RBT. I'm going to make some calls in the morning. I'm going to reach out to some venues, reach out to some people, some staff, and we're going to try to throw an RBT that same fucking weekend. So everyone who booked their flights, everyone who booked their stay is not going to get screwed. Hoping to get that result, basically. Quit modern during access code set. You bought a box and got none. Your friend got one from his box. Saw some content creators getting three in the same box. Yeah, those boxes are stacked. Go rewatch you getting smoked in the finals. You got that guy's deck went off that weekend. I'll just say it. Has GOAT tier. Yeah, hopefully we can just throw a pop up in a month. This is a real test of RBT's power. If we can make this happen, then RBT is fucking real as fuck, bro. If we can make this happen, then this is fucking legit. We got 200 people watching. Holy shit! Yo, if you're new here, normally we duel. Normally we duel about now. We do some dueling, but thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for tuning into the stream and showing some support. Hopefully the community can come together. Where is this happening? Where is this happening? Or what do you mean by this? Are you talking about the RBT? We're going to try to throw one in the same location as Nats. Not the same exact venue, but the same city. We're going to try to do that. I'm going to do everything in my power to be able to do that. Who knows? We may or may not be able to do that, but we're going to try. Sold his copy for the entire box price, then quit together with you. We started on Master Duel later and then found out about Edison. Beast. 200 watching, but not even 100. Like, that's some H. That's some H. You go drama streams too enticing. True Meggies. Sorry, the event. I believe Indianapolis. God bless you for RBT from the bottom of my heart. Thanks. Thank you, Omar, for tuning in and for being a great stream chatter. If they change DB rulings, I think the format is in real danger, unfortunately. What did we do during the DB time before ranked? We just played with the rulings we wanted to. there's nothing they can do. There's still the unlimited unrated section on DB. As long as that exists, we can just do whatever we want. We can still play old Edison format. It doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want. We did this before there was Edison ranked. We can do that after as well. DB rulings aren't going anywhere. Yeah, it's not like they have judges anyway. Like, there's like one judge online every month. Like what? Everyone will just go to edisonformat.com like they should and just get the rulings, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be lit, you know what I'm saying? We earn it all out, bro. Hey, yo, boys. Edison is the future. Never forget. Hey, yo, how does this sound? I'm going to pitch this to you guys. Everyone, if you're attending right now, how does this sort of thing sound? Oh, shit. Photo PNG. Photopia. Alright. I will see you at the RBET, Rich. Hopefully we can lock this in. It's also sus they releases at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. They knew I was awake. I'm just kidding. It is really sus. It is really sus, bro. But, I mean, there's so much that's sus about this shit, bro. Who fucking cares? We're just gonna throw an RBET. Konami's always been a pack of idiots. Blood money company. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, bro. Blood money. See one with the facts. The Time Wizard community was developed by us without ever expecting anything from Konami anyways. Facts, Jorge. You know. Literally all Konami judges had to do was occasionally whip out their phone and look up rulings on an Edison website. Instead, they killed it. Yeah, facts. Okay, so I think the RBT the damn moon. Hell yeah, brother. We making it big time. Dude, we're gonna throw a hella RBTs this year. It's gonna be nuts. It really is time to go grassroots. Dude, it's been time to go grassroots. RBT been the fucking place to be, bro. That's why they all sell out. If you were sleeping on RBT and now you just are hearing about it for the first time, now you know. That's why they all sell out, bro. That's why Santa Clara is going to sell out. That's why Chicago's going to sell out. That's why OC is going to sell out. Get your spots while you still can. The prizes are crazy. They're fucking nuts, bro. You guys seen this shit for Santa Clara? Oh my god, I gotta show you right now. I gotta show you this right now. You guys are not gonna believe this shit. Look at this. Bro, you're not gonna believe this shit. Hold it. I gotta show you guys this. I'm gonna show you guys the fucking... Why do I not have the picture ready to go? Hold still, everyone. Everybody hold. Everybody hold. Everybody hold. Okay, I've got it on my Discord. Give me 1 second, boys. I just gotta grab it from Discord real quick. Where's this picture? I fucking put this shit on the internet. I don't understand why I don't. 1 second, boys. This is gonna take a second. Oh, it's in the other Discord. It's in the Yu-Gi-Oh Discord. I'm obviously very disorganized right now because, you know, they spring this shit on you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to show you guys something real quick. Like, look at this. Okay, hold on. How's that look? Y'all want this? Y'all want this? RBT Santa Clara? Y'all want this? You know what's crazy? You're promoting Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami hasn't hooked you up. What's up, Ruxin34? 16-time YCS champion in the chat. Holy shit. To what do I deserve the honor? RBT Santa Clara. This is not Spellground. This is an Yggdrasil. Even nicer, in my opinion. RBT champ soon. Ruxin, are you going to come to an RBT one day? I'll post you up. I'll get you a room. If you want to come to one, just let me know. Let me know if you want to come hang out. Should be fun. We got a lot of them. There might even be one in your area. I don't know where you live. You don't have to dox yourself, but if you wanted to come through, we could open some packs. Do a little pack opening. Fraser was giving away one of these. How did he get one? That's so douchey. I shouldn't say that shit. He said he'll go to Indy if you make it happen. Oh my god, my goat, Phil. Okay. I'll make it happen. For Ruxin. Hashtag for Ruxin. Do it for Ruxin. Hashtag do it for Ruxin in the chat right now. God, that's my go. Hey, yo. There's changes to Time Wizard? Yeah, they're getting rid of it. Did I talk about the changes to Time Wizard already? I've been talking about it all stream, brother. For the world champ. Oh, dude, he's a world champ, too. That's right. EGW. Hell yeah. Any best... About to be best RBT ever. Oh, we got to make it happen. I got to get the venue. You guys just don't understand. I got to get the venue. If I don't get the venue, then there's nothing I can do. But... yeah, I've got a few leads on venues. I'm gonna follow through on them in the morning. Very tired. Ruxin going for the RBT champ title now. Oh god, dude. Ruxin and I about to get matching tattoos. He's gonna get quick draw. I'm gonna get dandy, and then he's gonna discard me. Oh, just kidding. Oh man, it would be sick to see you there, Ruxin. It would be really cool. It's been a minute, brother. This is gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be fun. We gotta make it happen. I believe it's gonna happen. I'm manifesting it right now. I'm manifesting it. We just gotta pull together. I'm sure someone will hook it up in the next few days. You'll scoop to Ruxin if we get paired. I would scoop to Ruxin if I got paired too, but not because I have unwavering respect to him, but I know that I'm going to lose. If I get paired against Ruxin, I would scoop just to save us both the time. Like, it's an inevitability. You know what I mean? And before Konami sends some goons to shut it down and E3 goes full Jordan Belfort. I don't know who that is. I'm a little bit nervous to Google that. So I don't know what that is. I don't want to get this stream shut down either. Nah, but Konami has sent people to RBTs before. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Wolf of Wall Street. Okay. It sucks because we talked about this. Mechanically, changing all the rules and stuff is fine. Just let us play with the pre-errata cards, too. I don't understand what... Oh, you mean like... No, I don't think they could change anything. I don't think they could change anything. Because you start changing one thing, and then it's just like... It changes the whole format. Like, when I changed the Minecraft policy to be what it should be, because we're not playing a game with perfect information where people don't cheat, people got mad. There was a guy online who called me literally Hitler for changing the Minecraft ruling to reveal the hand. There was a guy who said I was worse. Well, actually, he said I was worse than Hitler, which is crazy. It's an insane thing that someone did. So, yeah, like, that's like, I'm doing something to make it easier for the judges and the players and to avoid foul play. This is above and beyond. You start changing shit, people will get mad. Like, don't know how to say it. Like, people get mad. Straight up. It should have always been that way unless the sim was automated. Yeah, exactly. Unless the sim was automated. And that's just not real. That's like not... Edition format didn't exist in automation outside of like GBA games. You hate Minecraft not revealed? Yeah, that's never... RBT is always revealed. RBT is always real reveal because why the fuck would you not reveal? Doesn't make any sense. It's like you reveal the card when you search for Sangan. It's never just a trust me bro for that. Can we Minecraft Konami? What would you name? Alright, chat. You're activating Minecraft against Konami. What is the card you name? You're activating Minecraft against Konami. What is the card? You have to pick a Yu-Gi-Oh card. What is the card you name? Kevin Stewart. Bubble Crash. Bubble Crash is a funny one. Greed. Oh shit. You'd name Greed. That's awesome. That's actually so smart. Let's see. Greed. Oh, don't look at this abomination. There's a card called Greed. Yes. Hold on. Minecraft Konami. Heavy Slump. Royal Oppression. Oh, that's so funny. You'd name Time Wizard? Nah, that's what they discarded this for cost already. Dig Beak. Oppressed People. Inspection. Fake Trap. These are some good ones. You guys are hitting some bangers. Or the Heavy Slump. Fake Trap. Sales Ban. Dude, where's Pizza? Pizza activates Minecraft and he names Sales Ban. Prohibition? Oh, that's so good, dude. This is so funny. Toll. Toll. Oh my god. That actually exists. That's so funny, dude. That's so... Confiscation, yes. Confiscation. Bubble Crash again for the tier list. Or is it Bubble Crash? Bubble Crash. Judgment. Tyrant's Tirade is awesome. How do you spell tyrant? Tyrant's Temper. Oh, he has so many different... Why is he pissed? He's pissed in everything. There's 5 different Tyrant cards. Why? Robin Goblin. Dude, they stay robbing us, bro. This is why they say money goes uphill. Nightmare Wheel. Dude, that's how it feels. That's how it feels, bro. This is how it feels to attend Konami events, bro. You're just stuck in the Nightmare Wheel. Painful choice. Toll Hike. Is Toll Hike a card? It is. Oh my god, there's Toll and Toll Hike. He's charging more because he has gold armor. Bruh. Share the pain. Cash back. Why are there so many cards? Poison of the Old Man. How do you guys know all these? What is happening? Kozaki self-destruct button. That's them today, straight up. Plays Retort by hosting RBET. Last turn. Dude, this about to be their last turn, I'm saying, bro. Hold Mind. Hold Mind is a card? Oh my god, that's genius. Minecraft's Old Mind against Konami. Oh, that's so smart, bro. That's so funny. Dark World Dealings is perfect, dude. Oh my gosh. Gift of Greed. Appropriate. Or appropriate, I should say. Imperial Order. Dude, we're building... This is the Konami deck right here. If Konami was to build a deck, these are the 40 cards. Anti... I don't know if they're... Oh, I guess they are anti because they have slot machines. They have slot machines. Mind on Crack. An Unfortunate Report. Is that a card? It is? Oh my god. Vanity's Fiend. After... Little topical, Alex. Little topical. What is it called now? After the struggle, they changed it. Bro. That's gotta go in there. That's gotta go in there. That's wrong. Soul Drain, yeah. That's so fucked up. You know, actually, this is the real reason that you have to play new cards. Is because this card, they can't have you be saying it. Hand Destruction. That's so funny. Stumble. Me trying to leave a Konami event. Me trying to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I just can't. Deal with Dark Ruler. Garbage Lord. I can't spell garbage. Garbage Lord is crazy. Terrible Deal is a card. Why do we have 40 cards that Konami would put in their deck? That's so funny. This is... Mistake. They play 41. Oh my gosh, dude. We're bringing this into unlimited. I'll set as default. Of course they'd play 41 cards. Dude, they don't like consistency. Clearly. Clearly. Tommy Wayne says, can I get a TLDR? Konami disbanded Ultimate Time Wizard. So RBT is the last bastion of hope for retro players. The last bastion. Success probability 0. Oh my god, dude. Why is there so many? That's so... Dark Factory of Mass Production. Oh my god. Dark Factory is a really good one. That's a really, really good one. This is legitimately the most cringe behavior Konami has ever had. This is rough, dude. Dark Factory of ass production. 43 for the consistency. I keep refreshing Twitter because I keep thinking like, oh, someone's going to be like, yeah, I know a venue there. And then we can just lock it up tonight and I can go to sleep. But now I have to like... I'm going to wake up to a million messages, I can already tell. We out here, boys. We're gonna make this shit happen, bro. This is gonna be tough. People are still going. Bloodsucker. Dictator? There's a dictator? What the fuck? Revenge Rally? Land flipping? What the fuck? What are all these cards? These are like custom cards. Unauthorized boot up device. What the fuck? Vampire Lord. Last minute cancel is a card? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Underdog is a good one. End of the World. Oh, dude. End of the World is perfect, bro. Life-absorbing machine. That's Konami right there. They're taking our life force. Man-eating shark. Every greed card. We just put greed. I'm thinking greed will encapsulate all of it. It's the first card. Inferno Tempest. Where are the soldiers? Greed Quasar. Brain Crusher. Mask of Restrict. I like Mask of Restrict. That makes sense. Hard Selling Goblin. Infernity Suppression. Something that says evil. There's gotta be something with evil in it. Come on, there's gotta be something. Something evil. Blast. Evil Blast. All the evil stuff is too, like, archetyped. Good and evil in the burning abyss. That's where we side against them. Hold on. What about, like, selling? Hard selling goblin. Hard selling zombie. Someone recommended that already. Evil assault. That's a good one. Charge into the dark world. The unhappy maiden. How it feels to buy a quarter-century Bonanza booster pack. After they... Malevolent Nuzzler's crazy. Evil Mind. Evil Mind is perfect. Imprudent Intrusion. One Day of Beast, no shot. Terrifying Toddler of Torment. Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. Solemn Judgment is a good one. I feel like Solemn Scolding is like more their type of thing. Solemn Strike. Konami. Time Wizard. Change of Heart. Oh, that's... What a banger. How did you guys not get Change of Heart? That's such a banger. Phantom Cooked, dude. Change of Heart for sure, dude. That's almost as good as Greed, bro. That's almost as good as Greed. Oh, you guys liked your Time Wizard format? Just kidding. We've had a change of heart. Brain and mind control. People running about. Get some people running about. Reversal of Fortune. Reversal of Fate. Delinquent Duo. If only Konami was 2 people, that would fit really. Not brain control, it's errated now. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, dude. This is a banger. Billy Break? Kevin Tour, I don't know. 2 people inside of Konami, I guess. I don't feel like any sort of particular malice towards the employees. I think it's mostly towards the decision-making parties here. Oh, just heard about Konami changes. It's actually insane. Would make all our formats completely different. RBT just became even more important. Facts, T-Charm, facts. Appreciate you. Vain Betrayer. That's kind of perfect. Alright. We've got ourselves Konami's main deck. Absolute End is going in their side deck. What's up, Duelist? What's up, Optimus Prime? This is pretty accurate, I think. I think we've got some good we got some really good ones here from Konami. This is really funny. Oppressed People. I think we got that one already. Relinquished. Relinquished is good, actually. That's a really good one. We'll get both relinquished in there. Maybe not this one. We'll just get the regular relinquished. Pride of the Week is genius. Holy shit. That's A1 Konami right there, brother. Whole extra is just evil heroes. In Mado, that's us. Head judging is a card? That's so funny, dude. How do you think this will benefit fairy decks with the new rules? Brother, nobody is playing the new rules. Straight up. Nobody is playing that shit. Nobody is. We're going to play the old rules. And I still think fairies is one of the best decks in the old rules. Head judging gives you PTSD? Same. Same. Should we side ancient rules? Oh, yes. Royal Oppression's in the main. Kimoto says I might play it. Sorry to hear that, brother. You should come to RBET instead. Just saying. It's going to be a pot of scrubs. Probably, yeah. There'll be a... I don't think it'll be empty. I'll give them some credit. I think there'll be at least 50 people who enter. It'll be a big locals at least. The new rules are terrible. Just keep enjoying the format. Yeah, we're going to play RBET. We're going to play it the same way we've been playing it. We're not going to change just because Konami says we have to. Did you find a venue? Just tuned in. I have a few leads. I'm going to have to follow up with them in the morning because it's 10 p.m. right now. So chances are it's even later over there in Indy. So chances are I'm not going to be able to get any guarantees until the morning. But I have a few leads, which is what we're looking for. And if you guys know any venues in the area and you want to help me out, send them my way, and I'll follow up with them in the morning and see if we can book something for that weekend for the people who have booked travel and can't afford to cancel it. Bark of Dark Ruler, Mask of Weakness. Do you think there will be an Ultimate Time Wizard? I haven't seen any news of it actually happening. It is actually happening, but the rules just are so wrong that it's not worth playing in. Card Destruction. That's pretty good. Karakuri. I'm gonna work on my accent, bruh. I'm sound like fucking gaijin, bruh. Okay. So far, I've had 5 people reach out to me for priority sign up. If you've booked your travel for Nats but don't want to play into the Ultimate Time Wizard, understandably, reach out to me and I'll get you priority signups for the RBT, provided we're able to make it happen. Final Ritual of the Ancients. That's so funny. How does this work? Oh, this is just for Reshef. Fuck it, just play outside. Problem is, Bob Cuddy, we're gonna have like hundreds of players. Can't really play outside with that. There can be only one. Pegasus used this card in manga. His ace was that ritual. Oh, Reshef? Or Relinquish. Play the locals, Carl's Jr. Brother, hundreds of people. Carl's Jr. does not have the capacity of hundreds. It has a capacity of like 37. Carl's Jr. is smaller than your local game store. Straight up. Huge revolution. What's the revolution though? I don't know. Am I missing something? First card for extra deck has to be 1,000 as restrict. Sounds about right. Considering that they stalk you on Facebook and ban you for Facebook posts that you allegedly post. Which is fucking weird. Shout out Pizza. What happened with the rules? Oh, you know. They just got rid of Ultimate Time Wizard entirely. Just classic Konami. Just, haha, hashtag just Konami things. Obliterated Ultimate Time Wizard as a program. Looks like RBT's the future yet again. Kind of always was, though. Let's just say. Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst. We are learning this. Pizza banning was the omen. Yeah, I knew it was coming. You can see the writing on the wall when they were paying judges to stalk your Facebook posts. You can see the writing on the wall. Why does Konami have as much surveillance as, like... Why do I feel like I'm being watched going to one of their events? You know what I mean? Like that. Not just watched at the event, but outside of the event too. Huh? Hello? How does that make people feel comfortable? Pulling the rug. That's a good one, actually. I don't know why we didn't put that one yet. Predatory activity. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's fucking weird. And also, if it's your job, like if you're a dude who gets hired by Konami to look at people's Facebook posts, don't do it. Just don't do your job. Just collect your paycheck and just be like, yeah, nobody said anything. Do you know if locals use old Edison rules? Basically, it all depends on how based your locals is. If your locals is like cucked by Konami, like super cucked, then you're probably screwed. But if your locals is based and Chad, then they'll probably stick with the Edison format rules like they should. I know I'm not making like a really convincing argument here, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah. I think this is the one that I think this will be a really, really weird decision. I think you're gonna see a lot of stores stop being OTS stores as a result of this. Southside Gaming will be based, probably. They're pretty based, from what I've heard. From what I know about Southside Gaming, I would say that they're very based. Time rules as well. Time rules is a little bit different. I think the modern time rules are actually pretty good, in my opinion. As far as like event management goes, I think they're an actual improvement. And that's more a policy thing than... And also, if you're playing Edison format and you're going into time, you're playing too slow. That's it. You're just playing too slow. You shouldn't be going into time in Edison format. It's the games are quick, man. SSG is your locals, super based. Fuck yeah, dude. Can we put together a list of all the cards Konami kills with this? Future Fusion, Bryo, Treeborn? Nah. They kill the format. It's so many. It wouldn't even fit into a deck list. It's over 100. Like, straight up, it's over 100. It's not even worth doing. It's literally not even worth doing. Because they kill the entire format. And it's like you want to, like, there are certain cards that aren't changed, like Dark Arm Dragon, but they are changed by the effective rulings, by like the priority rulings. Dark Arm Dragon is like instantly nerfed, which is like, say whatever you want about that, it changes the format entirely, you know what I mean? They literally killed the entire format and made a different one. Yes. That's literally it. Yeah, they just made a weird format that nobody wants to play because why would anyone have... The only reason people play Edison is because A, it's the greatest format of all time, and B, nostalgia. Those are the two big reasons. Okay? Let's lock it in. If you change the greatest format of all time, is it still the greatest format of all time? No. End of discussion. Second part. If you change it, will people have nostalgia? Also no. End of discussion. There you go. Bonner says selling all your Edison cards. You might want to hold off on that. Because this also probably means they're not going to reprint them as much. So your stuff might go up a lot long term. If you want to hold them long term, that is up to you. Buying all of Bono's Edison cards? Yeah, straight up. You might be able to pick up some cards for cheap in the wake of this, though. So if you're looking for cards that are cheap in the wake of this, I mean... This is a mess, bro. This is a mess. Hopefully we can lock in a venue tomorrow morning. I'll just figure it out. Time seal. Someone brought it up. Why didn't they reprint cards with the old text? They did with Retro Pack 1. Yeah, I think they... Didn't they also do that with Light of Destruction? I could be wrong. They might not have. There's a card called Light of Destruction. That's confusing. Nettles is now $4 common. That sounds about right. Good thing I bought like 6 of them accidentally the other day. Like a month ago or something. Do you know if Dueling Book will use the old rules? Dueling Book is a Wild Wild West. Just tell your opponent you want to play with the old rules, and they're probably down. Let's be honest, cards don't need errata unless to make the text better, easier to understand. There you go, full stop. There you go. Very stupid to errata stuff. I agree. In general. Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. Is there a good site to upload your deck to and see how much it would cost? Currently there's a TCG Player boycott, but I'm sure there are a bunch of local stores you could find your deck at. What deck is it? I can just tell you how much it'll cost. Unless it's like a custom deal. If you're trying to build like Black Wings, it would probably cost you like $150 full situation. You know how insane a set of just pre-errata Edison cards would have sold? Especially if we put a card that needed a reprint in there like Brute Drago? Yeah, it would have been... Well, I don't know actually. The Light of Destruction set... I guess it was Europe only. You rather just stay banned? Facts. King Kaiju, facts. It's the zombie salvage deck? Oh, it's probably like not that much, Hapster. The one you posted on Discord the other day is probably like tops $100. Fingy, yeah, you can hear him in the background. Shout out Fingy. That boy been on one today. He's been meowing a lot. He's sick of Konami's bullshit. I try to tell him to relax, but he's fuming. He's fuming in the other room. He's been meowing, just jumping around and just saying "fuck Konami," basically. I'm trying to calm him down, honestly, because I told him like Konami's just like this, bro. Like they just, and they're still RBET, Fingy. Don't worry about it. And he's like meow meow meow. I'm gonna meow meow Konami. You know what I'm saying? Light Destruction has old text, so what even was the point? Yeah, that's a great question, Ricardo. What was the point? Who knows? They ruined Chaos Emperor Dragon. You won't forgive them? Yeah, it is an unforgivable offense. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Sure, if you play actually gets a nutty necro. True facts. You refuse to bow down to this bullshit? So do we, DB Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to be throwing an RBT the same weekend, and we're going to Put our middle fingers up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the man, brah. Yahop says, is this the end of casual baby format? That's gotta be bait. Who let the edgy teenager out of his parents' basement? Jackson Madden, I hope you've been well, bro. I hope you've been well, bro, Jackson. We'll have to chat. If we can pull this together, we may need some vendors. We'll have to chat for sure. So, Crazy Box is your ex's name? That's hilarious. Honestly, should have seen this coming with George Orlando and Fraser did a modern rulings for Edison tournament. Why would you see that coming? Did they do that? Did anyone care that they did that? Was that like actually watched or something? I didn't even know they did that. So that's probably a sign that people don't give a shit about that. Could you host the RBET in the hallways if the Nats venue has a protest success? We're just going to host it in the same city. That's the goal. There's going to be too many people to host it in the hallways. So we're probably going to have to host it in the same city. Plus they can kick us out of the same venue, so. Ex-Konami employee working content creator, but maybe looking too deep into it. Yeah, a lot of Konami employees are like... Wait, which one of them is a Konami employee? I didn't know either of them worked with Konami. What the fuck? Hydrogen homie? I don't think so. Should I be? That doesn't sound right. Joe works for Konami? That's unfortunate. Is he casting? Oh, that's like a contract work, I'm sure. Sorry to hear that. I heard the pay is not that good, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Just seems like... Seems about right. I think a lot of people who knew people in Konami knew that this was coming. Like, I knew this was coming too. And not to be like, oh, I knew shit and shit that I thought they were agreeing. That's funny, Billy. Jim Sterling always said it best. Facts. What if we took Konami and pushed it somewhere else? I don't know. I think, like, at the end of the day, just doing our own thing is, like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to make this work the way we want to make it work. And the people are going to come play in it because we're going to give better pricing as usual. We're going to play the actual format as usual. And people want that. People don't want this. People don't want this. People don't want greed. You know what I mean? They want to play the game, and they want to have fun, and they want to hang out with their friends. They don't have to worry about all this back-end fucking bullshit. And they want to win a cool prize that they can flex on people with. You know what I mean? Not a giant card that literally nobody gets to see. You know what I mean? Pen Elemental Hero Ice Edge right now. Facts, bro. It's the new Enter the Dragon, bro. I want to play out as close to how it was back in the era. Time rules being updated is understandable. That's literally it. That's all we're doing. T-pose at Time Wizard events. Why even go to them, man? Just, that's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, bro. T-pose at the RBT to assert dominance as you top and win some beautiful prizing. We are here. Here will the people go to sanctioned events to play this fake format and enjoy their prize for winning a fake tournament? They won't get your respect. You won't get anyone's respect. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? You know what I mean? You shouldn't get that much respect winning an Edison format tournament to begin with. But yes, this should be even less so much. Is Time Wizard boycott going to be a thing? I've been boycotting, bro. Gotta show up to all the RBTs? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been not going to Konami events, bro. Fuck that. What do they have, bro? They don't even got nothing, bro. There's a badger attacking your grandma's chickens, Raffle. BRB. That's the hardest thing anyone's ever said in my chat. He's like, BRB, I'm gonna go fight a badger. Be right back. I gotta take care of a badger. See you guys in a few minutes. Jesus Christ. That badger about to find out. Hey, yo, that's his username. Don't know how Konami's new format's going to go. It'll be amusing to watch. What do you mean watch? They've never streamed it. What the fuck do you mean? You ain't gonna watch shit. Where did the Konami announce this BS? On their website. The place where they announce everything, I guess. A Badger Brawler. Locals stay the same, Thomas said. Maybe. Who knows? Depends on your locals. They won't get a dime from you until they fix this. This means you have no reason to buy the new Orca stuff because you won't play in advanced format. Based. Konami agent here. Please buy modern product. That's hilarious. Locals definitely do not stay the same. Hey, yo. Depends on the locals, man. Depends on the locals. We can make some shit happen, though, for sure. I just gotta, dude, it's just, why I always gotta pick up after the fucking billion-dollar company, you know what I'm saying? Why can't they just do something right? Is it that hard? You're back, it ran away. Damn, it didn't want the hands. Any locals that embraces this gets boycotted. I mean, it will unintentionally get boycotted. Like, people will just not go. Your local already saying they need to adhere to remain an OTS store? Then don't go to the store. What if E3 makes Edison only packs and uses the money to fund more RBTs? How would I print that? I'd get in a lot of trouble for printing and selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't think I could do that. I'm gonna be honest. I think that would get me in a lot of trouble. Straight up. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. They got a little copyright thing on the bottom of the cards. That's not my intellectual property or whatever. Never thought you'd follow rules, SMH. I mean, some rules are dumb and I don't expect them to be enforced, but there are some they will enforce. Undercutting their product is definitely one of them. That's one of those ones you don't cross. They are still $1 billion company at the end of the day. Most locals will likely stay the same. Facts, they will. Most locals will likely stay the same. Because most locals will not want to lose their fucking player base. Why would they want to do that? And if they ice enforcing the new rules, crazier things have happened, bro. Are Edison players actually buying product? Yes. Hella. Like, a large percentage of the last few, like, reprint sets have been Edison cards. They come and go every few months. It's super annoying because they can't actually eat the chickens with those tiny teeth, so they just startles them and wakes everyone up. That's fucking crazy. Badger doesn't even know what to do with a chicken. Rarity collection, yes. Exactly. You were buying Edison QCRs. Yeah, we talked about this earlier in the stream, but a lot of people in the chat were like, yeah, we bought the new stuff. You bought Mad Stampede? Yeah, a lot of people did. Shit, I cracked a few packs. Fuck it. You just bought QCR Black Whirlwinds? Exactly, bro. Chicken game. Chicken game for the Badger fight. You own 9 full paper Edison decks? Bruh. I wonder how many I have. I think I have like 15. Maybe a little less. I might have like 10. Not to get political. Oh, feel free to get political. Dude, Kazuki Takahashi was based and political. Everything is political, bro. ICE could legit team up with the Gaming Association to enforce something because the ATF is being merged into the DEA. What the fuck? This is some police state shit, bro. They prefer OG max rarity. You own 11. Same, you own like 10 decks and thousands of staples. Yeah, I got a lot of staples. I think I have 8 Caiuses. You never know. You might need that. You respect Mr. Takahashi, but never support his decision to ban cash prizes. Find out. Okay, I'm going to dispel a rumor. Here. That is one of the most widely spread rumors. Takahashi never said anything about cash prizes, by the way. He never said a single thing about cash prizes. Ever. It's one of the most widely spread rumors that nobody ever fact checks. Yeah. He never said anything about cash prizes. He was totally down. There's no record of him ever saying anything about that. If you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, eventually people will believe it. Hold on, you're about to get even more mad. Yeah, that's it. It's straight up. It's just a lie. Most people who are on the inside know that. The Badger better not come back. Dude, that Badger's about to... Oh, shit. Relax. He's about to catch these hands, bro. Dude, right? Isn't that crazy? And it's crazy that they just spread that shit. Or just let it spread. And never, like, say stuff like, no, Kazuki Takahashi. Like, correct the record, bro. Konami always said it was due to anti-gambling laws in Japan. Yeah, they always gave, like, different reasons here and there. But ultimately, it was because of the print... I believe the parent printing company. I could be wrong. But it has nothing to do with Kazuki Takahashi. People have made that argument for years against you. Yeah, and they're all fucking liars. Or they all just don't know how to Google or fact check. Because I was like, that doesn't sound right. But I do know these things about Kazuki Takahashi. Kazuki Takahashi on the Iraq War. Kazuki Takahashi was an incredibly political guy who wrote his beliefs into his manga, including a letter opposing the Iraq War. He wrote a public letter to the American government saying that the Iraq War was unjust. He was very political, and he was very anti-war. He was very based. He was one of the coolest people, and, like, rest in peace, the way he went was incredibly honorable. I mean, he went saving people's lives, dude. Like, how, could you ask for a more based individual? Like, he drowned trying to save people's lives. That's insane. That's Giga Chad, dude. He's one of the coolest people to ever exist. A huge hero of mine. Honestly. Yeah, he's a really cool guy. The more you read about him, the more you realize he's just a really cool guy. Generale Sicano. I literally just topped a big tournament last week with a deck that nobody's ever played before, so do the math. Call of the Haunted. Interesting. Darksea Rescue was based on him, to be honest. Darksea Rescue came out decades before that happened, but yeah. He died a hero. Konami has lived long enough to see itself become the villain on some Batman shit. For real, for real. Yeah, Kazuki Takahashi was a really cool guy. I would have loved to meet him. He's a real homie in heaven for that. Facts. I think he's a really cool guy, and he stood up for people. And he created some of the coolest games that... like, imagine creating a game that brings all these people together. That's real as fuck. RBT, it exists to bring people together, kind of like how Yu-Gi-Oh existed to bring people together, you know? That's why I loved his manga too, and his early animes and stuff. It's all about like friendship and shit. That's why I was tight. Went hard as fuck. About how like the cards don't really matter. It's all about like your friends and shit. Konami doesn't deserve to own Yu-Gi-Oh. Unfortunately, no, they don't. But they do. So, what can you do? Yu-Gi-Oh manga puts the anime adaptation to freaking shame. I didn't mind both. I thought they were both good for their own reasons, you know? Maybe we should host an event where each deck has to include one of his artworks. That'd be cool. I'd like that. Maybe like a smaller invitational event, Thomas. Hugo says, can you just give me a quick heads up on what's going on? Sure, the policy updates, but didn't understand it fully. Basically, Konami's killing Ultimate Time Wizard. And so, RBET. We're trying to throw out an emergency RBET the same weekend as Nats and Indy. We're going to figure out the logistics over the next few days and hopefully keep you guys as informed as possible. Make sure you're in the Discord and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you stay up to date with everything that's going to come out over the next few days. Exactly, Hugo, exactly. You know how to become a pro Rush duelist? If you can get the cards, then that'd be kind of cool. They're kind of hard to get in the States. What do you think are the new top decks for Edison format with the dog shit new Konami rules? There is no Edison format with the dog shit new Konami rules. Nobody will play it. That's it. I don't think it's even worth discussing or talking about. People just won't play it. That's not what people want to play. It's wild that all the trap cards are perfect for Konami. I know, right? And it's like all the floodgate ones too. Or like the ones where they're like destroying themselves in the worst way possible. Like, oh man. Why no self-destruct button? Oh, you're right. We already had the self-destruct, Kozaki self-destruct button here. So I figured they're the same thing. The gold-plated Rush Duel card art, which looks sick as fuck. The Rush Duel cards do look very cool. Huge Revolution is over. Huge Revolution is just beginning, baby. Edison was always the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was always the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! People just didn't see it the way I saw it, bro. It was always the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. And it's still the future. In 20 years, people will still play Edison, but people probably still won't play any other type of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 20 years. That's just the way I kind of see it going. Rescue Cat, Brown, Coil, so much shit being useless. I mean, yeah, the format's just dead. The format's just dead entirely. Yeah, they just killed all their events. Link to Discord, please, in the description below. Nima, you can find it in the description below. RBT is the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! As of right now, it's looking to be the way. What do you think the community should do for Konami overturning this dog shit decision? Just support third-party events. Just stop going to Konami events and support third-party events. Whether that's mine or someone else's. Just stop supporting Konami. Just go to third-party events, buy your cards second hand, and yeah, do that. They'll probably overturn this after the backlash. Saves me money if they do, because then I won't have to book an RBET that weekend, but I don't think they will. They could. They just don't seem the company to do that. Modern featuring 2010 cards only. Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. Is it viable in your opinion for Konami to create a new Edison ban list? No, absolutely not. No, definitely not. Not viable at all. Are you seeing the reaction to just changing the rules? Changing the ban list is like a whole different animal. No, absolutely not. People would not fuck with that. It's just, voting with your wallet does work. Watch the 8 shit trying to launch that $1,000 USD Magic 30 product. Yes, bad PR is in fact bad PR. And also voting with your wallet does work, yes. Stop buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I don't know. they're already not sold at any stores nearby me. Like, the only stores nearby me just run Edison format. None of them run Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like kind of wild. Or if they do run Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like 6 people who show up. I want to watch the Ruxin video. I'm going to watch it on my phone. Or I need to comment on the Ruxin video. I need to comment on it. Hold on. It's my divinely mandated act of God. Ruxin just posted a video. I'm gonna go comment on everyone's video right now. Fuck, where's the Ruxin video? Ruxin, where are you, buddy? I gotta search it. Ruxin 34. If we kill time with the players, we'll just have to play advanced. Keck. Wait, why is it not? Why is it not coming up? Oh, it was a live, that's why. Okay. It's on his live channel. Just salute emoji. Alright. Let's see. What's good, Keegan? Could you fill me in? Yeah, Konami cancel Ultimate Time Wizard. Might be. I'm just commenting on a Ruxin video. Just classic stuff. Oh. Bruh. It's on his other channel. Yeah, it's on his live. It's on his live channel. If you have money, you'd pay Percy to make a dedicated Edison simulator. Oh, I was gonna talk about that. Yeah, I think an automatic Edison sim would be crazy. I think that would be like the next big thing. Like a Slippy, but for Edison. Would you guys fuck with that? That's something you'd fuck with? You low-key want holograms for Edison. Carpool is staying the same, so therefore we can code all the cards and duel like Chads. Facts. What did Konami change? They deleted the format. They destroyed Ultimate Time Wizard. There's just no more Ultimate Time Wizard. And they did it a month before Nats, so we're trying to run an RBT the same weekend as Nats, just so people who have their travel plans aren't getting screwed by this. Hopefully. Hopefully. Mm. Well. You're so sad. Why? Ocean Edison tournament in the parking lot. It's not like they streamed the Ultimate Time Wizards anyway. Someone please make GBs great again. They just won RBET in Vegas. We need double the RBETs this year. We've already had over double than last year. Last year we had 3, and I think this year we're projected to have 9. Possibly more if I have to throw this emergency one. I think Konami asked AI for this idea. I don't know, maybe. Again? That's funny. Host an SM tournament in the parking lot. We're going to try to host one in a venue that has air conditioning, but we'll see. We'll get a few blog posts every 5 years. Not deck lists, though. That's so funny. It's not like the Ultimate Time Wizard events were like really big for the culture anyway. They were just big for people who don't fuck with me to get content. That's literally what it was. It's just like, oh, you like Edison format, but don't fuck with Keegan or RBET? Here's something that you can make content about. That's literally it. That's literally all they were there for. Now it's all RBT. All the time. And everybody wins. Except those specific haters. And they can suck it. That's all I'm saying. We don't need Konami. We never needed Konami. The reprints are nice. Say that much. The reprints are nice. I'll always be grateful for the reprints, but I never really needed them. There were like neat giant cards, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like, I have a giant card, and the one I have is really cool because it's custom, but like, and it decorates the Yu-Gi-Oh room in my place. But once you have one, you don't really need more. RBT Mexico win as soon as I can. It's a lot of logistics that go into RBET, as you can clearly tell. Especially in a country that doesn't speak my native language. I mean, I speak somewhat Spanish, but it's very broken. There are people who don't like you. Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, if you're on the internet, there are people who don't like you. There are people who despise me on the internet. I get a lot of weird hate comments, I'm not gonna lie. Will Konami start sending CNDs? They haven't yet. Only one way to find out, DD Fox. But they haven't. So I don't know. People really wanted to make a statement to Konami about this. Judges should stop judging sanctioned events. I think it's hard for the employees, right? That's their livelihood, right? That is you, find out. Konami tournaments stop working if there are no judges. True. Half your Discord doesn't like you. What's your Discord, L. Schaefer? Yeah, I don't know why they don't like me. It's fucking weird. There wouldn't be that Discord without me, you know what I'm saying? But, hey. Keep doing what I'm doing, and, haters gonna hate, you know? That's what it is. It's mostly, like, terminally online people who are just jealous and shit. I don't fucking know. $100 legacy packs in Master Duel or some shit. Yeah, there's always someone like that. All bots for Patrick Hogan. It's Patrick Hogan's AI farm. That's hilarious. I'm talking my shit today, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll catch this smoke, bro. No one out here throwing a pop-up RBET for people whose flights got fucked over for this. Except me. I'm doing that shit. We're going to try and make this work. I might need to log off. And go eat dinner. But I'm going to follow up with all the venues tomorrow. And hopefully we can get some fucking results and piece something together. I want to shout out a few people real quick. Shout out to Karam. Or Kareem. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name on Discord. But he helped me find some venues. And I want to shout out to Nick Collins, who also helped me find a venue. And everyone who is sending me venue recs. Also shout out AJTBLS for doing some digging. And shout out to MMF for doing some digging as well. Hopefully, as a community, we can all come together and we can find a venue and we can get something together for everyone who's getting screwed over by this change of heart from Konami. because this is really whack, and people don't deserve this. The players don't deserve this. Can you show up on the Pod of Greed? I don't know this. Is it a podcast? Yu-Gi-Oh podcast? I'll go on anything. I don't give a fuck. As long as they're not haters. We're going to eat well. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we will. This was fun getting mad excited for it, but in reality, the real ones go to RBETs and not Ultimate Time Wizards. Facts. So let's see if we can make something happen for the players. And thank you guys all for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in future events and for the RBET live streams to come. Much love, and thank you for being the best community out there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.